Again, welcome to Sivart Social for our Thursday night game, Stealing Survival. This episode is going to be called Brewing Trouble. I'm going to introduce everybody after I introduce myself. I'm Travis. There we go. That was quick and easy. Let's go and start with Chris in the lower left corner.
Hi, I'm Chris. I play Kavlon, the Rocairn monk.
Move on to John.
Well, I'm John from Jersey's Cards and Comics, and as publishing, I'm playing Jaith Firedigger, a resident cleric and follower of John.
Very good. Moving on to Andrea.
Oh, hi. I play Lolly, a Rocairn actress.
Very good. And Robert.
Hey folks, I am Robert Turk of Wicked Clever Games, and I am playing Bagai, the Hungarian.
Quick plug for your latest product.
So yes, on May 14th, I am launching a Kickstarter for my next game, Scouts of the Weirdwood Forest. It's a family-friendly storytelling adventure game where scouts go into an enchanted wood. And we're doing a podcast for it every other Wednesday. You can find it at scouts.wicked-clever.com.
Very good. And Aaron.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I play Mogget, who is a wizard.
With a D at the end, not just an R.
Sure, that's true.
So when we last left our band of intrepid adventurers, you guys have all returned from what was once a very friendly, lovely forest called Northwood that's now a horribly haunted and dilapidated area where you met a local dryad who wanted you to leave until she realized you had some artifact of power. Then she asked to touch you.
She wanted to touch our stick.
She did want to touch your stick.
I believe she did touch our stick.
She did.
Rod.
And she touched each of you, which made everybody...
ROD, extra long rod.
There we go. It made everybody so overwhelmed.
Uncomfortable.
They passed out except for the drunken monk. He stayed semi-aware, like he normally is. Semi-aware. And let's put my dice out here. Now, that was a few days ago. The current day is actually the first day of the second month of spring. And I can rattle that off, but nobody will know the difference whether I get it right, wrong, or don't say it at all. So we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to leave it that way. It is a new moon.
Oh, no, I have a calendar.
Oh, nice. Well, it's also a celebration day for a few things. First of all, the first of every month is a celebration called Dark Run of the god Chanian. But we're not going to worry about him. He's more like your thieves type thing. Your things that happen behind the scenes, as well as speed and travel. The one we're going to focus on, it's New Market Day, a celebration of Torgoth. And it just happens that it was timed perfectly. The caravans are arriving today in New Dunstan. Now, this is a few days after your last excursion out of town. The guy has returned to town to have a drink with his buddies, as well as... Chris, you're going to have to forgive me if I accidentally call you a Pandaren monk. We've been dealing with those lately in the other game, so anyhow. Okay.
Well, that's because he got beat up a couple times. He's got black eyes.
It's so fuzzy.
Can you actually play Pandaren monks in the other game?
Yeah.
Playable thing now?
Oh,
Yeah.
I wasn't there for this dryad humping day thing, was I?
No.
That
How about
was-
we're
okay.
sitting around a table in a bar in the pub of no name, which actually is being called in Kapuka Lounge this week. And you guys are relating the tale to Bagai. Take it away.
Don't we have a tea for him to drink too? Didn't she,
Well,
give
why
us
don't you
something?
play that in, role play that out?
Here, drink this.
No.
Beer.
No.
You don't like beer?
You just told me crazy forest lady touched you.
Yeah, but in a good way.
No. No. I've seen what happens.
Okay, you're cut off. No more beer.
Yeah.
Ever.
I make my own. out of apples.
That's not beer.
Still gets you drunk.
Drink this tea. It is lovely.
Why? Why does the tea?
It's good for you. It makes you better.
Am I gonna see funny things and let tree ladies touch me? I don't like that.
No, you're not. No. It's a protection tea.
I don't know. I'm still in trouble because you all killed the donkey.
Yes, but we sent you a brand new horse.
They did.
I didn't kill the dog.
Last week they got a hold of a horse, and they sent it
course.
over to the farm to replace the lost donkey, Forrest, who ran. Forrest ran.
Right. Yeah, Forrest ran and got eaten by bugs.
Well, you don't know that, but the sudden stopping of screaming makes you think it's possible.
Okay, I drink your stupid tea.
Okay.
The whole bar has stopped and is watching them. All 7 people.
Yeah. So I'll drink the whole thing down, and then belch really loudly.
Give me a Constitution roll.
Well, I was gonna do something else, but I'll do
go
the
ahead.
Constitution.
Go ahead.
And then wait a beat, clutch my throat, and fall off the chair.
Very good. Give me a Constitution roll.
You're not a very good actor there.
That would be a 20, not a natural 20.
That's still very good.
When he does that, mutter under my breath, namaste.
Say that again, Aaron.
Namaste.
Oh, very good.
Which means sleep.
Oh.
When he does that.
So he clutches his throat. You say namaste, casting the spell on him as the effects of this thing wash
spell.
over him. And, but guy, you hit the floor with a
Yeah.
loud thud. Room doesn't rattle much because those floorboards are really close to the dirt underneath. Doesn't matter much. It's not like there's even a crawl space under there. Unless the
Dust.
bugs burrow under there, then it'll be a different world. And give me now. How's this work? Saving throw, Constitution throw.
Yeah, I think it's a saving throw. Or no.
So what's your difficulty class that he's got to roll against?
That's going to be probably a wisdom. Like a. Should be like a
13.
Find out. Yeah.
Let me ask real quick: is Aaron skipping in and out for anybody else?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Aaron,
Not for me.
you're hearing him all the way through.
I think so, but I'm not really listening.
What about? We're used to Robert only half listening to half the shit. He explained it to us last week how I don't listen to all of you guys saying everything.
Every other word.
That's right. It's So what about you?
So,
Good.
there's no if it's the sleep spell, the first level enchantment spell, there's no saving throw.
Okay.
It is roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell affects.
Hit points or hit dice?
Hit points.
Points.
Oh, they've changed that. Okay.
And then it starts with the lowest person. And
Yeah.
But he's
Well, we're all
targeting.
the
those
same.
people to sleep.
Now, is it a area of effect, or can he target
Yes.
one creature?
Yeah. It's an area of effect. Now he can probably.
It's 20 feet.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if he has like spell modifiers or powers that can do selective casting or not.
Aaron, do you?
I mean, so I think it's cool that he's casting it on me, and I have no problem.
Rolling with that?
Yeah.
He's like, okay, please.
I have no problem rolling with that.
Oh.
I just, for future reference, I was like, I wonder what that saving throw is. It's not. You roll and you have to add up hit points.
Right, and if you your roll exceeds the number of hit points, then they fall asleep.
Right.
Okay, hold on. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected. So if you choose directly centered on him, it's going to do him first and then other people around him. Aaron, roll 5d8.
I 8. Finds a D8. There we are.
You can roll 2.5 d16s if you want. I don't mind.
Well, you know.
Or a bunch of D4s. Be right back.
Okay.
I probably don't have enough to get him over there, but 45.
45. Do you have?
No, that's not possible.
Well, 5.
I went high. No, 5d8's 40.
That still does it. Barely, but it still does it.
No. My max is 40. So.
And you didn't roll all.
Yeah, I messed up someplace.
Do you want me to do it?
It's math.
Yeah, if you would. Friggin', I've only got 1d8 on my desk.
Okay, Robert, what is your hit point total, please? 37, 38?
38.
Okay. Yeah, you drink that tea. He bows his head, clasps his hands, says namaste. You feel super uber relaxed as you fall to the floor, clutching and whatnot. And then you just stretch out, roll your shoulders, and go into that half doze. That, you know,
Oh, yeah.
when you're just waking up, you're still kind of aware of the noises, and a sudden noise or movement would wake you. But you're just super comfortable where you're zoned out, kind of like you are when you're playing normally.
Yeah. He totally ruined my joke.
Yeah. But you're cozy. It's, you've always liked
what he
wood
does.
floors, though. They're not cold. It's better than dirt. And the hay is nice. And you've got somebody's foot underneath the back of your neck, so it kind of supports it a little. Jath has got up and left. You feel, in your very relaxed state, you feel
Something wet and warm.
you feel connected to these guys. They've just played a harmless joke on you. You feel just your heart, your mind opening up to them. You can feel like it feels like family. You know how you, with your siblings or your extended family, you'd make the jokes and whatnot, and you'd tease each other, but you always stood up for each other and hung out together.
Right.
It's you've got that feeling with these guys now. Oh, and the rod, you know that white rod with the funny writing on it? It's right over there. You absolutely know exactly where it is. It's like a sparkling beacon, even with your eyes closed.
Okay.
And you kind of want to make sure it doesn't get broken.
Gotcha.
So it's best if you don't carry it.
So right over there, is it on the wall somewhere, or is it in someone's pocket, or?
It's you know where the warm
Special
glow of...
pocket.
There you go. It's Moggets has it.
All right.
Who you feel the urge to call some slightly changed version of his name. The same way your brother used to call you Bug Guy. It's the only two words he knew in the common tongue. You're so much smarter than he ever was.
Yeah. He was dumb.
He was. Okay. As everything kind of goes back to normal, now you guys are drinking around the table. Of course, the dwarf sitting away from everybody in the booth by himself where he likes to sit. He will yell shit across the fucking room to you, but he's gonna sit at that table over there.
It is my spot.
It is. And Jath has gotten up and wandered outside, doing whatever Jath does when nobody's looking. And sometimes
I like the fact that nobody in this place is concerned at all that I may have just been poisoned.
Well, we know we didn't poison you.
You know what? As he slowly comes to and sits up, realizing joke is done, why don't you guys tell him what happened last time while he wasn't here? And you might want to start with before going into the woods and where you got a horse.
Wow. Okay, I dropped the last, 3 letters of your word.
That's awesome. Tell him where you got the
You'll
horse.
see, we got this
Right.
sent it to the farm.
Right. In the forest with the rod. Yeah, no, this story's not getting any better.
Yeah, it is.
It is getting better.
Really depends which side of that rod you're on.
Oh.
Guys, seriously, would you like to tell Robert what went on last week, please?
2 weeks ago, and trying to remember.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't remember. I knew there was a lady and she was shiny.
well, let's start with before the shiny lady.
No, it's all good. Shiny lady
No,
makes
no,
it
okay.
be.
So,
You get a horse. We sell the horse. We buy a donkey. It's all good.
wait, what? Why would you sell horse?
We need to pull a cart. Takes 2.
Yes, but you have
Horse.
one donkey and one horse. You
They
will
don't-
be fine.
No, they don't match up.
It's.
It was
Anyway.
okay. We got a good price for the horse.
So this warlord has decided that he wants protection fund from town.
Our town?
Yes, and we informed his lackey that he could want in one hand and shit in another.
Oh, that's not good.
Lefty wandering
No.
by is going his own hands, by the way, not somebody else's.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll get that message or not because I've sent his lackey the opposite direction.
You know,
And then we
have to
informed.
deal with that in future.
Yes, but future is not now.
He's fair.
And then we informed our own alchemist what we would like, and he informed us that he needed some herbs, and he sent us. And he informed us what he would want, and we said, oh, "Okay, yeah, we'll go to the forest." We went to the forest, and then we met this nymph, dryad, goat person. I don't
We
know.
killed that zombie first. The zombie ogre.
Yeah, well, I was getting there. We went to the forest.
We kill zombie ogre. Then we meet fancy lady in forest.
Yeah, had
You
chain
all-
and stuff.
You all tell bad stories.
You talk about
One
donkeys.
time at the band camp,
Yeah.
I found
Okay.
a rot.
Okay. Cut to the end. Who the guy supposed to hit? Just do that part. Who the guy supposed to hit?
Warlord.
Okay. We do that.
In future, maybe not right now.
Yeah, no, he can
Right now
wash,
we drink.
he can wash his hands first, and then we hit him.
No.
Ew.
If his hands are full of shit, he has no weapon.
Yeah, I don't fight
Yes,
shit.
hands of shit. That is weapon itself.
No, we don't. We don't do that.
Like
no.
monkey, which is different than monk, except for monk.
Okay, but guy has stories straight. You
Good,
get
tell us.
whore. You get whore. Take
Horse.
her horse.
Horse. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what you do with horse. Glad we sell it. And get a donkey. And the mean man says you owe him money. Whatever. He poops in his hands. You never shake on it, so there's no deal. Then the alchemist came in from nowhere and says, "Go to the forest."
No, you know the
Lady-
alchemist. He's the one that gives you booger sugar.
Okay.
Hold on,
Meet-
I wrote his name down.
Meet fancy lady.
Egerton the Fourth.
Yeah, I know that
down
guy.
round corner.
I know that guy.
No, Egerton IV.
And you kill zombies.
Yes,
Very
he
good.
walks into bar and always asks for 5
zombie,
beers.
singular.
You only kill one zombie, you let the other zombie go away.
No, big zombie. He just looks like many.
Just one.
Yeah,
look
but
at him.
the guy there, we kill all the zombies. But it's okay, you small.
We did kill all these
You
zombies.
small, you just do one zombie. It's
No,
okay.
we kill all these zombie. One zombie. All
Yeah,
these zombie.
That's what we say. Yeah, you kill one zombie.
We took his treasure. It was good.
You're not there, so you get no treasure.
That's
You get
okay.
tea instead.
Whatever.
The town roundup bell starts to
There's a
ring.
bird.
And the pattern it begins to ring in is the not
Camp
the
Town racist.
yeah, ding ding dong, ding ding dong. So yeah, it's the something good is approaching as opposed to get your weapon, shit's hitting the fan.
So we grab our weapons and we go outside.
It's good to be prepared.
Well, it might be a warlord.
It might be.
Comes and opposes us.
I think they would probably ring it in the danger pattern if it was a warlord, though.
Could be a new guy on the bell. He only knows one song.
I've been here for 39 years. These people are stupid.
On the planet for 39 years, you mean?
Yeah, these people are stupid.
Good enough.
They were negotiating with the warlord before we took care of the problem.
I will
Lefty-
grab my staff and lean on it heavily and stagger my way outside.
And Lefty is like, you know, you're saying everything out loud, Moggets. I'm over here. I can hear you.
Have I said anything that wasn't true?
You know what? We are not discussing that right now. Don't make this about you. It's about you.
Okay, I apologize. I apologize. I didn't realize that I needed to talk a little bit quieter.
I'm not paying you money. Don't bother apologizing. So you guys make your way outside. Jaith is still nowhere to be seen, and I'm watching my levels spike here real quick. Is everybody else's levels
I'm
doing
good
okay?
on my side.
Yeah.
All good.
Okay, I want to make
I
sure.
had a couple
Mine's
of
okay.
tips. I think it's because they started the next episode of Babylon 5 there, but you know.
Okay, I just want to make sure we don't need to switch to U.S. Central instead of East. That's all. It's
No, this seems to be working good tonight.
yeah, no, it's pleasantly
Seems to be working
surprised.
tonight.
Andrew, you're not opening and
it's-
closing browser windows on the computer or anything, are you?
No, I just make it bigger small to see the rating.
Okay, that shouldn't matter. Oh, we got a Jaith back.
I'm on Twitch on my phone.
Yeah, cool.
Nah, I think it's because she's watching Star Raiders currently.
Okay, Jaith,
Yes.
what has gone on in your absence is they have told the guy about all the things that went on, and
Well, things.
well, I mean not like
The
the birds and
tramps
the
and all
bees.
the other
Yeah,
sweet stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, they use hand puppets.
Wait, they didn't actually mention the talking tree, did they?
No,
Nope.
but it's okay.
It's okay.
The story was convoluted enough.
So,
Yeah, we weren't sure that he could handle a talking tree.
We had a hard time believing he could understand leaving the town and going to a forest.
How did he handle the tea?
he grabbed his throat, choking, fell over, and then took a very gentle nap, which, not really asleep, but then after a few minutes where nobody really bothered to pay attention to him, he sat up and joined the conversation again.
Oh well. Obviously not a real care.
Then the town bell, which, by bell, I don't mean like a bell tower with like a 3-foot across bell. I mean it
It's
is like
cowbell.
a 12... No, it's not a cowbell.
Hmm.
That's the warning sound. The cowbell is the something bad comes this way, you know. This is a
Because
real...
the cow is running that way.
Evil
Yeah.
cow coming in.
Hell cow! Hell cow!
That's
I've been turned into a cow. Can I go home, please?
Yes, you're excused.
Brought the zombie
Anyone
hero
else?
back with him.
It's but you guys right, bell ringing, something coming in, but as I mentioned in the beginning, it is caravan day. And I'm just checking my notes here. There we go.
Okay,
Okay.
we go
so-
watch parade.
Worst parade ever.
Well, they've got a lot to work against
I
there.
don't know, looks like good parade to me.
Well, it's
Everything looks like a good parade to you.
That is very true.
well also
Never thought he knows that the ability to go preach to some folks that are out of town. I'm heading out towards the bell.
All right, Ed. And Chris, your guy there, he's pretty excited because Tullaboo will be showing up. Yeah,
It's exciting.
What'll be showing up?
Tullaboo.
The whore.
Can you spell
Tullaboo.
that so I can write it down?
T-U.
Tullaboo?
Okay, guys, hold on a second. Let me spell this so he can write it down. Tullaboo.
Grand.
Okay, carry on with interruptions. Tullaboo is a
That's
Rocairn half-breed that always brings some of the best alcohol to town.
Oh.
I thought it was.
Competition.
You are good friends.
Yeah. There's one thing, one drunk likes. It's like another drunk that has more alcohol. So,
True.
Yeah.
it's not a bad thing here. There we go. Okay, let me pull this out and
There it
put
is.
this on here.
Yes, Steve and Shelby are nearly empty. Need more booze to refill them.
More boobs?
More booze.
More
For
boobs?
my flask, Steve and Shelby.
That's right. It's so yeah, you see about 7 wagons. 2 or 3 of them are covered. One is a full Vardo. The others are just flatbeds with tarps thrown across them. Caravans have taken to moving in groups, and I realize this is still a small caravan, but we're in this kind of world where you don't get 40 wagon caravans anymore. You don't have that happening. But with these 7 or so wagons, it's probably 2 or 3 different merchants together. Now, with that being said, though there's 7 caravans, there's probably 40 or 50 people with them. Because traveling through the wild is not a safe thing, no matter what. And you watch the caravan approach and the wagons get closer, and some of the guys accompanying them and some of the women accompanying them look pretty rough and ragged and questionable. Others are familiar faces that are always good to see. Jaith, you're going to recognize 2 of the 3 merchants that you've dealt with them before at some point in time, or, the third one, you actually dealt with his second cousin, but it's been 40 years or so. You just know the whole family was in this business. Lolly, you don't know anyone.
Yeah.
But Guy, you've been around this town for how long?
I don't remember. A couple years.
It was 4 or 5 years,
I think
something
it was-
like that.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years. Yeah.
But he only remembers 3 minutes of it.
I'm sorry?
He only remembers 3 minutes of it, though.
That's true.
No, I'm not
5.
that dumb.
It's his goldfish genes kicking in.
Yeah.
Because I'm on my phone, I can't figure it out how to share the link saying that we're doing the game now.
Oh,
You just say it on Twitch. People will get it.
no. She means
Hey
like,
guys, we're doing a game now. If you're watching, that's what we're doing. It's a game. Here on Twitch,
This is the
Sucks.
guy talking.
doing a game.
It could be. It's Andrea, just so you know. Give me just a
I know how
second.
to get to the other stuff, just not the share thing.
Okay, you're on the chat, correct?
On the chat.
What are you looking at right now on your phone, please?
Just the screen and just
The video.
us.
So you're not on the chat list.
On the what?
Can you see the chat or not?
Yeah.
Okay, I tell you what, let's do this when we're not in the middle of a game.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to
Okay,
promote. but-
that's fine. We're going to do this some other
Okay.
time. Like when I'm doing a normal boring stream, we can mess with it.
Mhm.
Okay. Kavlon.
Da.
Yeah, you definitely recognize Tullaboo as one of the merchants. And, the others, maybe you know, maybe you don't. Whatever. You've never really cared who brings, the new spices in or who's carrying some new furniture in. live at the edge of a
I
fucking
probably
forest.
care about the spices. Because if I'm going to try new brewing or take things back to the monastery for brewing, I'd care about the spice
You
vendor.
care about the spices. You don't care about the person.
That's fair.
Because all you're going to do is give him money and walk away. That's all. You're not looking to make friends with that guy. It's a business
That's fair.
transaction. Kind of like when you go to the fair, you're here and you get new shoes for your horses. Yeah, you know, you see him often enough, you know who he is. If you saw him once a year, every 3 years, you'd be like, yeah, I think I know that guy. That's all. It's just saying you don't have any connection with these guys. Moggets, on the other hand, running
That's
the
fair.
pub, this is your job to know people. So you
And
don't...
steal from them. Oh, I mean,
Okay, are you going to do a encore performance of the Les Mis guy from the inn?
what? No, 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 no. I'm going to convince them that they've gotten the better deal from me every time.
Sure. So anyhow, the 7 wagons roll into town. And the people crowd around, immediately trying to make the first deal. One of the wagons is a tinkerer. You know, so some people already have their pots being held above their head, yelling for them to be fixed and whatnot. With the blacksmith over there with his hands, big meaty hands on his hips, glaring at the people wanting somebody else to fix their pots and pans instead of him. So we've got, we'll go with the spice guy. We got Tullaboo. We've got the tinker. Oh, and various other and sundry things. As I said, the guy with the furniture isn't really all that excited about being here because you guys live on the edge of a forest. You got plenty of woodworkers in town. In fact, he's probably going to be purchasing things from the town while they're here. So the hubbub and excitement of trading. Is there anything you guys want that might not be normally sold in the town?
Is there a magic items vendor?
There is no such thing in the world.
There isn't anyone who like pervades the magic items.
No.
Fair.
Hold on, everything's
Sure.
freezing. Hold on just a second, guys. I think everybody froze. Did I disconnect?
No, that's
No,
I can
we
Good.
can hear you.
Good. I'm going to switch over to Central just for shits and giggles. There we go. Let's see if that cleans anything up at all. Chris,
Yeah, better now. I can
let me
hear you.
go through it again. Just like in Tolkien's world, in Middle Earth, there is nobody that sells magic items. You don't have a magic item vendor. In Forgotten Realms, you do. But this is not a place where everybody has magic items and every hero has a half dozen magic items.
right.
Okay, so no, the fact that
But,
there's an
you know,
alchemist
people
is
are gonna want to
Go ahead.
hoard them and try and get sales, but sure.
Well, the thing is, in the stories, you've only heard of a dozen magic items over the past 2,000 years.
All right.
Nobody's
I
out
gotcha.
there just pumping these things out. It takes years to make
We
a magic item. Mm-hmm.
we have one. We could sell it.
That's true.
And it would cost more than the town.
Yeah, we buy the town, and
We own the town.
we buy another town.
Fine. Is there an alchemist as well?
Besides the one here in town?
Besides the one in town, like, is there a traveling?
No.
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 Great. Then I don't really care.
There might be some sort of like hedge wizard amongst them or hedge witch amongst them. You know, the same kind of wizard that Moggets is.
Gotcha.
But they might
Excellent.
have a different skill set.
Is there anybody that sells like military-looking weaponry?
There is the Tinker seems to have some weapons along those lines.
Hang on.
Okay.
Talk to the other people. I'm pulling up the weapons list.
Okay.
Switching.
Andrea's saying she's having a hard time hearing us.
Okay. Andrea, what's going on with? Is it the connection?
Probably now I hear you,
Okay. Chris, I'm
but
sorry.
I didn't hear a lot of it.
Okay. Well, they were just looking for different types of people selling different
Okay.
things. Chris, what were you asking there?
Because we've switched over, I'm now flashing red and green back and forth and spending more time in the red than the green.
What about everyone else? Any difference in your connection on Discord since we switched to Central?
I'm not noticing anything different.
100% green.
Yeah, I'm okay.
It's
John?
green on my side.
It could just be extra bandwidth with people in the
Yeah.
living room.
It could be them setting up the next episode of
Yeah.
Babylon 5. Or
I might actually be hardwired on this computer to the router.
keep an eye on it. If it continues to be bad, we'll go back and look at that again. It seems
Well,
like
and sometimes people out in the parking lot suck off my bandwidth because they just
yeah,
go onto the free account. So,
Um,
but that'll be solved hopefully next week.
if this guy has like a cool looking Warhammer,
Hey,
what? Is that what you're using?
of course.
well, at least Jay thinks it looks cool. Maybe you don't.
It says Justice and Jonathan.
Oh, no, I know what I need. I need a great axe.
It's got different stickers from different cities that no longer exist.
What is a great axe? That's what I need.
It's better than good.
It is.
I know. It's one step better than good.
Great.
Actually, I'm gonna hold out for an awesome axe. If I could.
Any of the
If you
guys
ask
have
him,
any
he'll
kind
sell you one.
Say that
Hey
again.
Travis, do any of the vendors have any kind of paper products, things like that? Any scrap paper that they may not have, or new scraps of paper? I've been keeping my eye on it for years. Just tidbits. I assume that it's been slowing down since the apocalypse.
That's correct. So are you looking for blank paper or are you looking for like posters and flyers and
Either or. I've got a limited ability to turn crap paper into blank paper. Using prestidigitation, but any of the other paper I can research and at least keep up the loop mage. Because who the hell reads now?
not a lot of people. Literacy has
Right.
definitely dropped in the past couple decades.
I don't read.
Not where I'm from.
So
So-
are you looking for books also?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Well, one of the vendors, one of the merchants has 3 different books and then a whole crate of just kind of crap paper, you know. The smallest piece is about 5 by 8 and the largest one, you know, legal size. It is mostly parchment. You'll find a few pieces of papyrus and a few things of vellum.
Okay.
But there is no actual
Um,
just paper.
Oh no! And again, this is one of the convoy. I'm working under the assumption that I've probably had a standing relationship with these guys. Bring me what you got.
Right.
I'll make sure you're rewarded for it.
Right.
Again, I'm probably not the only wizard running around, but I'm probably one of the few,
Right.
and I'm probably on their route.
You are, and you know they always hold something back for somebody else to make another sale down the road for that desperate guy. There's been times you've gotten that from them because you offered enough. There's been other times they have left here without pulling anything extra out. Give me a second on that because we interrupted Chris as he was.
Oh, yeah.
He seemed like he
Oh, I'm
was
sorry.
looking for something in particular.
Yeah, I'll go over to Talabu.
And he says, "Hello, my short
Hello,
cousin.
my friend. How are you today?
I'm good. It's I see your beard is wow. You just around
you.
humans too much. I think you got some human mange. That's horrible. Are you okay? Are
Hey,
you
fuck you.
If the last time I did that, You were born. He doesn't always make sense with his jokes. He says, so, did you bring me stuff? I brought you stuff.
Oh, of course I did. And I will take out one of my flasks and a glass and pour him a big, like, you know, if I pull out like a rocks glass and fill it like 4 fingers high.
Is it actually glass?
It's probably plastic or wood. It's probably a wooden cup.
Not plastic, I guarantee that.
No.
It's a red Solo cup.
Red plastic Solo cup.
But the insulated kind that you can put hot or cold in.
Right.
So yeah, you could go with wooden, ceramic. Glass would be very rare at this point in time. Not a lot of glass blowers in existence anymore. Not many windows in existence anymore. So yeah, if you find sheets
Wooden
of,
cup.
but yeah, wooden cup is definitely fine. And he will take a sip out of it. He says, "Oh, you matched the wood to it. What did you give him, by the way? Brandy, whiskey, vodka."
Probably like an apple brandy, since we're coming into spring. It would have been what was left from the fall apples up at the monastery. Made an apple brandy from the batch that I brought down to the tavern.
Very good. And as you discuss this with him, and he tries it, and he pulls out his latest thing of a sugarcane rum that he actually has from the south of the Great Desert, because he has learned there are actually still pirates on Stadia Isle. Dawn Red, whatever her name was, didn't actually kill them all on the waters when she went on her rampage. Or they've come back. He doesn't know. Let's move over to Jaith, though.
Jake's just going to walk around and stir up some interest in Jonathan. Do some old-time preaching.
Very good. Little proselytizing there. It's not too hard to get a small crowd with this caravan because, of course, everybody in the caravan carries a weapon. Everybody in the caravan is a protector of sorts, and they're all interested in justice. Keep in mind it is a fine line, as you will often preach, between justice and vengeance. And that's always a favorite thing because most people are confused by that, so you enjoy enlightening them. On the other hand, they feel like they're being told it's okay to do vengeance. You guess Jonas will guide them in the long run over this. But yeah, you pull a small group over, and even some of the townsfolk will get into your little group there, and there are more townsfolk arriving every moment. The sound has gone out. You've heard the further out bells sounding, letting folks know. There's also the center fire that has been set up, and they're putting the wet wood on it now that it's burning good, so it'll send up a nice dark column and let the locals know there's something here to come see. Lolly, what about you?
Oh, I'm looking to see if there's any little weapons or clothes with pockets to hide said weapons.
You're a Rokaran that wants a piece of clothing that's big enough to hide a weapon in. That's a dagger or like...
Yeah, little ones.
Okay.
Like, because I have my umbrella with...
Where do I put the Bardici? I don't know. Bardici?
She wants parachute pants.
I could get a cloak with a pocket big enough to hide Lolly in it.
Jump
out and stab people.
Yeah.
How about a backpack and then just Master Blaster?
Oh, that was weird.
John's going green?
He went green.
Wow.
That's what happens when you have sex with Kermit, John.
Indeed.
Besides the flailing arms and legs.
You smell like bacon.
Disturbing.
I've never seen that Kermit before. Oh, well.
I have footage.
Hopefully
Lolly,
the kids never see it either.
Yeah, it's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
I guess that would be appropriate addressing Kermit, yeah? As long as he bends over before you do it. Okay, so Lolly, yes, you're able to find the weapons. Like I said, the Tinker has a half dozen weapons or so, and we're coming back around to you, Robert, there, because he does have a nice double-bladed axe with about a 4.5-foot shaft on it. And yeah, and I was going to go with haft instead of shaft, but I didn't want to confuse anybody. But shaft has connotations that are amusing.
Yeah, I can buy that.
But
maybe.
Wait, the 4-foot
give me a
shaft?
second. We'll let you mull that over as you're looking at it and whatnot, and wondering if you can write your name on it somewhere. Lolly, back to you for a second. What you could probably do is talk to the Tinker's wife, who is a seamstress, and get her to custom make you something. She has blanks, basically, you know, large pants, short pants, different shirts that can just be tailored while they're here for the next 2 or 3 days.
Yep. I need lots of pockets.
Lots of pockets.
Cargo pants it is.
Which,
Pretty much.
Yeah, we no longer call them parachute pants. In modern days, we call them cargo pants, and they're made out of canvas instead of...
Parachutes.
Parachute silk.
Sure, let's pretend that's what those were made out of. As opposed to hefty trash bags or what they were actually made out of. It's, okay. But, Guy, yeah, you're fondling the large axe, and, this person here... They've dealt with you before, and they're now presenting you with beef jerky and a large piece of fresh baked bread. You know,
Yeah, I don't know that I would have ever bought a weapon before.
they've been to town. You stand out.
Oh yeah, and I'm nice and friendly to everybody.
Right, and you know, you treat and this is not a reflection on your character, but you treat the idiots nicely, and other people like you. You treat
Right.
It's kind of like a waiter. You treat a waiter badly, a lot of people just suddenly don't like you anymore.
Yeah, I'd like everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's my friend.
Oh, I'm saying if somebody treats you nicely, other people like them. You always
Yes.
are nice to people.
I'm nice to everybody.
Till you
except
crush
that
them.
one guy.
Yeah.
I don't like that one guy.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
He knows who he is.
Yeah, he does. He has a name tag that says that one guy.
Yeah.
So,
Some people call him Moggets. I don't know. We just call him that one guy.
Marcus isn't here to be nice. Marcus is here to protect the town.
I'm screwing with you.
which is
yeah,
Elvish for make some money.
right.
I didn't tell you what Marcus was good for. How did you know?
I test this axe.
The guy says, what?
I'm going to test this axe. Make
Oh.
sure it's good.
Where are you taking it? I mean, yes, of course
No,
you can.
right here.
Oh.
Right here.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I need a volunteer.
3 young kids. They can't be older than 7. 2 of them are girls. They, like, bum rush you with their hands in the air. Pick me! Pick me! As the adults are like, You know, it's just like when you do a show, Robert. Just like that.
Right. Yeah, I'll look down at the kids and I'll say, bring the guy big log. Please.
Okay. Now, I'm guessing this is going to take 15, 20 minutes just because you're sending kids out to find you something.
Right.
So the first time, the big log is going to be about 3 foot long and about as thick as my forearm. Okay, everything just went black. Can you guys still
Oh, you're
hear me?
stalling out a little.
Yeah, you're frozen like this.
Yeah.
It's 3 feet long.
And you just blinked. Are you back, Travis?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
And to all our viewers, pardon us, it is that time of night where we're going to experience some technical difficulties. So let me
It's happening right
go
now.
through this really quick. But Guy, we know what you're doing. Lolly, we know what you're doing. Jaith, we know what you're doing. Kavlon, we know what you're doing. Moggets, did we go over what you're doing? I don't think we did.
Well, we have to do the paper.
Paper. Thank
Stacking
you.
on paper products, things like that.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. While the connection is crappy, and it's almost 9 o'clock, does anybody need... Hold on one moment. Bear with me a moment here, guys. It seems Discord has fallen apart. Let's see here. Let me just pull it up.
No.
There we go. Okay, guys. Sorry about that.
Disconnected
But
several
we can
times.
say it.
Yeah.
We could say it. We could write it on. I don't know if this folder is important. Um,
Who is it? Your wives?
yeah, I'm sitting at my wife's desk, so I don't want to write on anything.
You're a brave man.
Guys, can you hear me again? Can you see me again?
we can. I
hear you,
cannot
but
see
I can't
you.
see you.
I can hear you.
Okay. Not going to worry about the viewing. The audience can see me. What we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break here while the Discord, it actually totally disconnected on me.
Yeah,
So
we saw that.
we're going
Yeah,
to mess
on
with
Twitch.
this for a minute. John, did you...
I think it's on Twitch now.
Yeah, hold on just a second. And there's a cat playing with a dice.
Wonderful.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
That's
How
what
did
they
they get that
do.
out of my dice box?
They're cats.
Yeah.
Prehensile thumbs.
Cleverly.
This
Alright.
would have never happened
I will.
if I didn't pat it for you bastards.
So I have to let my dogs out, and then I have to cut the cheesecake for my daughter.
Absolutely. You go
Cut the
ahead,
cheese.
Robert. John, if you need
Yeah.
to take a moment and do what you do in your store about this time.
Yeah.
Berkey, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Andrea or Chris will tend to answer you while we're gaming. I myself don't tend to
I
interrupt.
try.
Yeah, I don't tend to interrupt the game to answer somebody in chat because I don't want to break what you're here to watch. So during the breaks like this, I absolutely will, though. If you're even still here, nobody knows.
Is this somebody we know or new?
Berkey, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the trio of trolls from Ireland. And pops in once in a while, was in the other day having a good time with me and all that good stuff. So
I did figure out how to share it on Twitch.
good. You'll have to show me. We will go over that when we're not running a game because that's something, like I said, I figure out how to read the stuff below the video now also.
I can't understand
Okay, bear with me.
you. I just did something else on Twitch that I could share it.
Okay. Camera's still not up. What I'm going to do is do a quick reboot of Discord altogether here. Let's try to get that out of here. Fix this up. Give me just a second here, guys, while I do that. There we go. Now it's just us. Finally got rid of them. How you doing? Okay, let me bring that back up because I think that's enough romance between us. It's getting awkward now. There we go.
That was crazy.
I don't know what was going on with that, but man, what do you think of my assessment? Do you think that was a bag full of pills that cocaine has gone wrong?
I have no idea what you're about now.
Oh,
I heard all shit.
I said shoot, actually.
Oh. Well, alright, now I'm in the green. Do I
Okay,
think
in the
it-
green.
What?
So do you think it was a bag of unmarked bills and a cocaine habit gone wrong?
Wow.
I don't know what I
Possibly.
came to.
What? To be fair, I don't think he phoned that in. I think he went 100. I just think it was a horrible script and other bad actors.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it was, but, you know, whatever.
Right. I did for about 25, 30 minutes.
Oh,
And I was like, okay, I gotta stop. Because I'm loving it too much.
What are we talking about?
Star Raiders.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
Adventure Saver Rain.
I put the trailer in the chat.
Yeah, I'll check it out
Yes.
in a bit.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
we are ready.
Yes, yes.
Maybe.
Our boy Kavlon saw the trailer as well, and he.
It was something.
Right? I'm thinking we could do something like that.
Oh, I still think my Dogzilla idea is amazing.
I don't want any dogs. I had a dream last night that we got 3 dogs. I don't want that.
Oh no! We rent dogs.
I don't want to rent.
I'm
Red
not going to pay
dogs,
money
red
to
dogs
not
don't
have a dog.
Huh?
I'm not going to pay money to not have a dog.
Yeah.
That sounds anti-productive.
Like we can make your dog a star.
Or we can make your dog a tombstone. Take your pick.
Well, I'm sure we can find people that have got a dog, put them in a Godzilla costume, and then friggin' find somebody that's willing to put on a Mothra costume, Godzilla costume, any of the classics. And then
I
they
know
just
somebody that breeds. I know somebody that has lots of English bulldogs.
okay.
She'll dress them up.
Oh no! See, you just have a couple minute scene where the dog plays with a person in a costume, then you voice dub over it.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
This could happen.
I guess I shouldn't throw away that Jenga set.
Ah.
What are you gonna do with it? Oh, yeah, buildings. Ah. Got it.
Well, I was just gonna take one sheet of plywood, a 4x8, buildings on it, you clean it up, and it's a backdrop.
There we go.
That's too funny. So is
I mean,
everything
if you want to get really creative, you borrow a drone from somebody and you fly it around like a plane or a helicopter and go.
John has a drone with a camera.
My kid's got a drone too. We can.
Does his have a camera, though?
Right, and when we cut out the sound to do the voiceovers, you have somebody go.
You're hired.
Okay. Hello, Gary. Hello, Drop. Good to see you guys hanging out. We're about to get back to the game. Just waiting for
Are they
Robert to
on?
finish cutting the cheese cake and John to get back from securing his store. I think Berkey...
Those are both euphemisms.
They are totally euphemisms. They are absolutely
Are there people? Oh, I see people.
feeding the squirrel in the back. I don't know.
Don't do that.
Don't feed the
Don't do
squirrel.
that
It's
to
going to be
squirrel.
hungry.
Don't do that to squirrel.
Hmm.
Huh? So I'm gonna have some MC Hammer pants with giant pockets.
Nice. No.
No. He's gone. I said he's back. He's gone. He's back.
Indeed.
Cheesecake for a birthday? That's awesome.
Indeed.
It is pretty good.
I need that.
How's the connection now?
It seems to be better, right? I totally rebooted Discord on my side, but it was still rough when I came back. But it seems to be okay at the moment. Like it settled down. Like there was a solar flare, and now it's done. I don't know. We're gonna get
The sun's on the other side of the planet at the moment.
That don't mean anything. There's still a flare.
still messes with electromagnetic waves.
I know. I'm making a lot of money off solar. Believe me, I know.
Have you really?
Oh yeah, they blow capacitors.
The flux capacitors?
Them too.
Air conditioner capacitors.
Oh yep.
That's what he does for a
Yeah,
living.
solar flare. Yep.
Huh.
That's the most common thing that most people get charged a lot for on air conditioning units is
Yep.
capacitors.
First point of failure on the AC.
Okay.
I'll give you one. We have a brand new fan sitting out in our garage because we never used it. We ended up putting a whole new unit in.
Mm.
We try to patch it as best as possible, but
I'm going to stare at Robert's backdrop there because I realize his desk is just to the right of those double wooden doors
Mm-hmm.
where he normally sits. And now it looks like Darth Vader in a dress and Gandersnitch are about to do 10 paces, turn, and shoot.
I
They
was
might
just
be.
thinking that.
Yeah. This is pretty good. It's and I think the kitchen is just to the left of where we are.
All right,
Grab one of
Jordy.
your tiles and show Travis and Andrea what you have done. They would like.
What'd you do?
Probably they tell it to a mammal that cares, I think. Or
I have no idea if he's talking to his son or his wife. I don't know if he said tiles or towels, but I'm very curious.
maybe God
both
is looking up.
Tacos?
Tacos.
tiles.
We had tacos today.
Tacos?
Yeah, we like tacos too, but Monica made the.
Oh,
I'm not weird.
that's so cute.
I'm a
I'm
narwhal.
a narwhal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty.
What else? Show me more. Show me more. I like it. Nice, nice.
I like that
You
one.
want one of the Disney ones?
Oh, cheesecake. Is that cheesecake?
Oh,
Wow,
that's
that's
Yeah.
a
birthday
fancy
cake.
cheesecake.
It is New York style cheesecake with
Nice.
whipped cream and dark chocolate drizzle and fresh raspberries.
And then, can I see
Make
one
them
of the maritime
up, like,
boxes? And then she also made these.
Don't be that guy.
Hold that higher. A little
Is
bit
that
higher.
a Chinese food container?
Oh, yeah,
It's
it
a
is.
boat, front of a boat, maybe.
It's a
Oh,
Chinese takeout box
Oh, maybe.
with the cruise logo on it.
oh. that's
Maritime
cute.
cruises. That's what it says.
And then she made envelopes to go.
Nice.
That's pretty.
Nice. So what is she making
I'll
all
do
this
that.
stuff for? Are you guys having another wedding or some crap? I mean, stuff?
Yeah, 20th anniversaries
Oh, very good. Very good.
This year?
this year,
I'll have
December
to send you
21st.
free decorative paper.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Tons of it.
She's
I
very
like-
craftsy.
Yes, she is.
I have something that she made. It's a treasure chest. I have your wife's chest.
I've seen it.
So do I.
Mine's covered with yarn. What
So is
about yours? Okay,
I
we're all
have
here.
yarn.
Let's get back to the game. I think the connection is fine.
I really want cheesecake.
So, is there anybody that feels the urge to role play this through? Because here's something we haven't
No.
really done. Okay. We haven't really role played a lot out. I tend to do it up to a point and then skip ahead. If you guys
I
want,
mean, I'll keep going to try and get some stuff because there's some information from him that I want to try and get from Talabo.
right.
Or we can just skip through it and we can
Well-
get the information.
Let me present some options here so everybody can choose together. It's because that's what I'm looking at here is how much we want to divert into role-playing type situations like this versus build the role-playing thing and then roll some dice and get it over with.
Quick question.
Yes.
Did the caravan come from Warlord direction or the opposite direction?
Opposite direction. It came
Okay.
from the east. It is headed west. The warlord is to the west. You sent the guy towards
Headed
the
to the
mountains.
warlord.
I'm sorry. I'm flipping that. They came from the mountains, which are to the west.
Okay, so they're coming from the Warlord.
They're coming from the west, heading towards the east. The warlord is to the east.
Okay, they're going into the Warlord direction.
Correct. Yes. I just
Okay.
flipped the west-east thing. It was still
No,
correct
no,
with the
no.
warlord thing.
Yeah, I just need to know if we're sending them into the Warlord and that's going to be a problem.
Maybe. Hard to say.
No, not a problem. We send
What, a problem for them or a problem for us?
we send a message.
It's probably a known problem to them. They're a caravan.
Well, they get that
He could be-
information.
They may not know yet.
Actually, like, you know, it could be like he's one of their stops, and if he doesn't, then there could be trouble.
We should probably roleplay a little bit here just to find out.
Okay, let's do this then. Jace, you preach. You get a good little group. You get a few coins, but other than that, you get a new hat, a new belt, and 3 sets of shoelaces that are very well made and can be used for more than just shoelaces. That's your pass the hat, pass the collection plate type thing that comes out of this. But Guy, after many tries, they finally get a log by dragging you along with them to show, so you can show them the log you want, and then it's too heavy for them to carry, so you carry it back on your own. Where then you could test the axe.
Yeah.
Lolly, yes, you set it up. She should have it for you by tomorrow evening, possibly the day after, depending how many orders she gets while she's here. Chris, I'm not going to touch on what's going on with Cavalon because I do want to role play that out more than I'm doing with these guys. Okay, so we will get to that, but in a larger stage. Moggets, the paper deal goes down. You get paper and everything. If you're looking for any specific information in the thing, there's not really going to be anything pertinent. But what I will allow is, at some point in time in the future, you can nudge me and go, was there anything on those papers that might relate to this information I'm trying to pull out of my ass?
That's all sort later stuff. Yep.
Right. So that's... What's that, Robert?
I was just belching with my mute on.
Very good, because I didn't hear you. So I
Yeah.
was going to make you repeat
I'll
it, but
I'll
don't.
make sure I unmute for that next time.
You're so kind to us.
He'll be role playing the guy at that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I after I test this act, I want to hand it back to the merchant and go find something interesting to eat.
Very good.
After all of that, I'm gonna leave him hanging for a little while.
Very good. And as you turn away, going, I'm going to go find something interesting to eat. And the kids scatter, giggling and screaming. As the giant goes towards them. Just like one of your shows, Robert. Just like one of your shows.
Yeah.
No.
Now, besides Chris with Tullaboo, I'm putting in extra, Tullaboo. What was the other thing we were gonna role play through a little bit? Oh, the warlord.
Warning them about the warlord.
Right. Let's move it on to later in the evening. Chris, you and Tullaboo have sat in the booth. He has an assistant to work the wagon and sell things. Moggets, you've got him part of his goods. You've traded him some other stuff back. Chris, you've done the deal with the monastery and their goods for some of his goods. But it was mostly small talk. So at this point in time, it's evening, the town has died down, the caravan is safely ensconced in the town. The pub is booming. There are dozens of people in here because of the caravan. At least half, give or take, of the caravan is in the pub. The other half is probably guarding the caravan, or doing the work, or visiting other shops or friends within town. Any questions before we sit down and let you guys talk to maybe the caravan leader and a few other... Well, who do you want to talk to about the warlord situation?
Eventually, I do want to go back and buy that axe.
Okay, that day or the next day, or does it matter to you?
No, that day. I mean, bad stuff happens around here at night.
Okay, you would have had the axe by now. Let me check with inflated price. Do you have anything you can trade?
I have a shiny gem and a good bit of gold, although I don't know how much gold, where my sheet of gold is.
Actually, that shiny gem might be enough. Yeah, the
Oh.
shiny gem is definitely enough, and they ask maybe you want something else to go with it, because they can't really just cheat you like that. Now,
Well, not my shiniest gem.
not the newest one you got, not the blue moonstone.
No, not the blue moonstone. They told me I got some other gems from our treasure
very
too
good.
when we split it all up.
Did you got?
I have all this written down. It's just at my desk somewhere, and I'm not at my desk. So let me see here. Oh my God, it's back here somewhere.
I can harass you for not being prepared, but only if you promise to harass me when I'm not prepared next time.
Yeah, I will.
Actually, your shiny blue gem is worth less than the other gem you got.
Right, because it says I got a gem worth 10 gold pieces and a gem worth 50 gold.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blue moonstone is worth 50.
The blue moonstone was part of the 20 gold piece stone.
That I got separate. That we pried out of the wall.
So your blue moonstone was the one of the 20 gold of the 4 gemstones that we got when we were in town. The first time on our way in, and then the 10 gold and the 50 gold was like after we sorted all of the treasure.
So you're saying he has 3 gems.
He has 3 gems.
One worth
one's
10?
10, one's 20, and one's 50.
There you go, Robert. Which gem did
Yeah,
you get?
I'm gonna give him the 50 gold gem.
They're going to tell you that you need to pick something else. That's too much, and they can't. They can't cheat you that badly, and they laugh a little. You know, we don't mind cheating people a little, but we're not thieves.
They can't make change.
No, they can make change. Do you want change? You know.
No, that's a lot of gold to make change.
Uh-huh.
I mean, just based off the book price, the axe I want is probably 30 gold, and then inflate it by this world. Something else? How about a
Donkey.
hat?
A hat?
A hat.
Well, absolutely. They can.
A leather harness to go with it.
No, I just want a hat.
A riding
Actually, I know I do. I want a bag that I can stuff one of these dwarfs in if I need to,
you want
and
a
they
big
can
gunny
jump
sack
out
with
at it.
shoulder straps?
Yeah.
Okay. So you
Okay,
get a hat, you
carrier.
get a gunny sack, you get a bag full of sweets, you get your axe,
That's good.
and you also get a taxidermy squirrel.
All right.
It was
Yeah.
a
Doing
tough day of
this.
trading for Bagai, but you feel like you got a deal.
No, that's awesome. I'm putting him in my special pouch.
I
I
bet
don't
you
think that
are.
means what
You
you
don't
think
want
it
to hear anything else about it.
I have a magic.
should wear him like a parrot.
I have a magic bag.
You
Really?
should put him on your shoulder like a
You have to
parrot.
refer to it as that from now on.
What?
His magic sack.
His magic bag.
I do have a magic bag.
No, you have a
Yes.
crystal that holds things.
Oh, right. It's a crystal.
No, it's a magic bag, just like you guys have got a wizard.
Well, that crystal's probably in a bag.
It is, I would assume.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think
I
the
don't
word,
just like walk around with it.
yeah,
Or in his pocket.
I think the word sack needs to be used instead of bag if you're going to use the word magic in front of it. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a magic sack with a crystal in it.
that's right. And Moggets and Kavlon always insist that you tell all the ladies that don't know you yet about your magic sack.
Oh, yeah. Because now I say, hey, you want to see my squirrel? Hang on, let me get my magic sack.
Oh, let me pull it out of my magic sack.
Let me pull it out of my magic sack.
And can you call it a hairy squirrel?
Harry Squirrel. It's Harry Squirrel. That's the squirrel's name. It's Harry.
There you go.
It's quite impressive. See, it's not.
Oh, my goodness.
The sad thing is it's actually a girl squirrel.
See her
It
nuts.
doesn't matter. All squirrels have nut.
All right. Moving on, that night at the tavern,
Okay.
Guy's showing off his squirrel.
Yes, he is. You guys are
Quit
sitting at
asking
a
people to touch it.
you guys are sitting at a table with Juno, who does the spices and herbs and the hedge witch gig. Kyle, who's the lead tinker. Tullaboo, who does the brew, and then Vonnie, who is just the caravan master. Vin and Van are outside. They are drunk. You have never heard them have a whooping contest like they are tonight. And all the kids are staying up late, enjoying the whooping contest, as well as a few of the caravan guards and whatnot. They are trying to find the best spot in New Dunstan to get it to echo just so. So every night, it sounds like, it sounds like a concert full of 6 screech owls. But yeah, you guys are in the pub. Moggets, when the pub gets busy, what's your role?
Expediter. Keep people happy. They don't realize that frickin' it's slow, or they're being slower than they should be. Everybody should kind of have an idea of, oh, this. It means that I'm grabbing empties, grabbing it. It means that I'm getting something up, I'm looking for it up. If I have to do a little prestidigitation so people aren't tripping, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. As opposed to just staying out of the way because you don't know what the hell you're doing, according to Marge.
That too.
Okay. I mean, it's your place. You can absolutely sit here and run around here like you know how to dodge drunken men. But after 3 pints, you are that. It's. I just want to know, are you working or are you amongst the group so you can actually take part in the conversation?
I'm working minimally.
Okay. So you're delivering beer when the waitress walks by and it's the table within reach of you.
Right.
You're like, I'll take that.
But don't get me wrong, I'm also taking things out of customers' pockets as they're too drunk for notice. Supplementing income.
Very good.
Appropriately tipping waitresses from people that are not appropriately tipping waitresses.
Very
He
good.
tries everybody's beer before he gives it to him.
Well, you got a quality assurance.
It wouldn't be so bad except he tries it like a dog.
How else are you supposed to not keep your friggin' mustaches getting wet?
Chris will tell you later.
Mustaches?
Yes, mustaches, one on either side.
Okay. So the 5 of you are sitting around the table with Lefty, Juno, Tullaboo, Kyle, Vonnie. They have pulled a table over to Kavlon's table and butted it up against it. So all
That's
of
fine as long
Yes.
as I am in
Butt
my
to butt.
you, cheek to cheek.
What?
In the butt.
in the butt.
It's a good thing we've got this rod.
I was
going
gonna say, where's the rod?
It's connecting the 2 tables, obviously.
They drilled a hole in the planks and just used it as a dowel. No, actually, it's in Mogget's possession. All of you know that. Just as all of you seem to be able to sense each other when you're within a certain range. You know, you can point in the general direction, not necessarily. You know, they're standing on 1 foot with their eyes crossed.
Pardon me, real quick. Cat losing its shit.
Save that cat shit.
Yeah, we're gonna send it to the warlord.
There you go. So, Mogget's got up to deliver a drink.
Yes,
So,
you do.
the rest of you are sitting around talking to, you know, half the caravan heads, including the caravan master. There we go. We got a cat.
Happy kitty.
Kitty.
Can we call it
Unhappy
Oreo?
kitty. All right, so we're sitting around talking to the caravan master
Yeah, and Tullaboo.
and Tullaboo.
So, now, Chris, I don't know how much privacy you want for your conversation, so I leave that up to you. Say that again, Andrew?
It's loud around here.
And drunk.
As part of my wanderings and customer orientation, I'll make sure that we've got kind of the not only trusted and drunk people around that aren't going to be able to recall any of this.
Very good.
Just say namaste.
Yeah, we can do that as well. And
Yeah, I'll talk to Tullaboo near the end of the night when things are quieting down and we have dispersed and sitting in a big room.
Do you want complete privacy, or do you just want a quieter room?
Mostly.
Do you want these guys here or not?
No.
Okay, that's really what it boils down to, is because
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you and I can talk about it some other time, that conversation, as opposed to
Great.
worrying about separating it and doing it on air.
during this porno, I'll bring up to the caravan master. Hey, you guys are heading up into the mountains, right?
No, we just came out of the mountains. We're heading east
sorry.
across the plains. We are skirting
Okay.
the Great Desert, though, because we have heard things about the Crag Waste slavers, which had supposedly died out. Apparently, they're making a comeback, and it's not like it was in the days of Rajan the Plague. You Rocairns know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Ah,
Okay.
Yeah, and he mentions these slavers, and I just turn and spit.
Hey!
You're,
Don't
Knock
spit
it off.
on them.
No, because there's a little bit of a power vacuum out there. One of the new warlords tried to come in here.
you get his name?
I had a couple beers before it was mentioned.
name is, let me think.
Number 4?
Nope, apparently I did not.
No. Nobody asked the warlord's name.
No.
Ah, Talude.
There you go. There you go. Good job. Chris.
Randomly 5 minutes later, Talude!
I
His name was Talude.
Like I said, I had a couple beers before I sent his minion running.
There you go.
You may have encountered him
That's it.
heading toward you, I'm sure.
What'd you say, Chris?
We sent him towards you. Did you pass scared running yet?
Hold on a second. Hey, 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 hey! And a guy turns around and he
What?
comes. Yeah, we have one of those. And a big guy who doesn't look very bright comes over. He's like, "Did we encounter scared running guy?" And Hey Hey says, "Uh-huh. Did we encounter one in the past week?" And he looks confused. He says, 7 days. Since we left Bizzle. No. Okay. No, we didn't encounter him. This guy has a sharp eye. He might not have a sharp mind, but he is a hell of a lookout and remembers every person we come across. Just don't
I like
use
it.
numbers.
He's the memory for the caravan.
Yeah.
He's the elephant.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. He's the elephant.
So we can discuss him because he's in the room. Just saying. Moving on. Wow, you guys, no sense of humor when you're drunken.
Mm-hmm.
No, we didn't run across a running guy. Talude, you say?
Yeah, he might be dead from exhaustion and thirst.
Talude?
Running guy, not Talude.
No, the other
Talude
running
is
guy.
Warlord.
But guy, give me a wisdom roll, please.
All I heard was give me a roll.
Wisdom roll.
Okay. Going for my strong spot here.
It's see-through.
It's yellow.
That would be a 1.
Okay. I thought it was a 1 because I figure you're only showing it to us if it's a 1 or a 20.
Yeah, it's
Nobody
a
else
1,
holds dice
but
up.
I do get a +1, so it's a 2.
Well done. No. But you know you've had problems with warlords before, but you've never heard the name Talut.
Yeah. Well, I still think he has something to do with the whore and the dryad and a zombie. They're all the same thing in my mind.
All the zombie.
Yeah.
Your people, with their faith and whatnot, you might have the concept of dryad being a nature-based creature. You know,
Oh yeah, no, I know what a drag. Sure.
Okay. It's
Yeah, it's the opposite of a wet ad.
Yeah, it's a naked tree lady. Yeah.
He's all about those naked tree ladies.
I mean, that's
How do you
common.
get wood?
Yeah.
so. I'm gonna check around with my guys and see if anybody's heard of this guy. Maybe we can get him a proper. What's the thing you give arrogant assholes so they don't fuck with you?
Kick in the butt.
No, that makes them fuck with you, but guy.
A bribe?
Yeah, sure.
Tribute.
That's it. Thank you, Jaith. Oh,
Be careful.
No, warning.
He's a zombie.
No.
okay, but guy. Look, you have a sandwich. No, what?
Do I have a sandwich?
You do now?
There's a sandwich on the table. Well, there's bread and there's meat on the table.
If somebody points out that that's my sandwich, I'm gonna take it.
You can take it. Everybody has eaten quite a bit. It's been a good night. Margus, did you just say something about warning? Was that?
Yeah. You said tribute. I'm like, huh? No, you don't give him tribute.
You do when you're passing through.
Well,
You know,
maybe you do.
There's bandits you fight. There's bandits you hand them something.
Yeah, a bag. Give him a bag.
I'll do that.
Yeah, put poop in the bag. It'd be funny.
Straight until he stops looking in the bag, it'll be funny.
No, you put the gold on top of the poop. It takes time. Long running joke.
Yeah, that's what we'd be doing. Long running, if we did that joke.
Yeah, you got good legs.
Yeah, but Stumpy the Wonder Weasel, our rear guard, he does not. He is fat. Good on a horse, though. Hell of a guy, Stumpy the Wonder Weasel. I ever tell you how he got that name? Anyhow, let's go on with what we were talking about.
How you got his name?
We're talking about Stumpy the Wonder Wiener.
It's,
You say Wonder Wiener.
Yeah.
So what other news do you, let's see what we can tell you. Jaith, how long has it been since you've been to Terry Luen? That's the Rocairn capital in the southern rolling mountains. So the mountains directly to west of this town. In the southern portion of that is the...
Quite some time.
Have you been since the Cataclysm?
Probably, actually, being a guild.
Okay. Well, unlike some of the smaller places up north that are turning people away and starting to lock down, they're actually inviting people in. They've asked us to spread the message. Anybody who wants housed. Now, this, because they're Rocairn, and you guys know how you guys are, he gestures to the three Rocairn at the table. It is a vetted process. You have to show you offer something of value. And of course,
Yeah, like poop in a bag.
could be. I'm not Rocairn. I don't know what kind of value they have on that. But I know, they're not turning away children or elderly because children can be taught. Elderly can take care of children. They're not turning away.
I'm losing my shit.
Um,
Oh, sorry.
it's if you kept it in a bag, Mogget, you wouldn't lose it.
You wouldn't lose it. Yeah, Tate is really old. He'd be good.
No, I'm
He
telling.
like old man, baby man.
I'm telling them. Now I don't know her, and by the way, that's a lovely beard you have there. It's I hope your grandchildren have one just like it.
Oh no, she's a god.
Well, I mean, mine's not nearly as impressive, Lolly, but
Right.
This is Lolly. She's a god. She wrote a letter. Take over the world. We help her. It's all good.
Have a sandwich.
Anybody else want to explain that to me, or should I just move on from here?
Yeah, I will move on. It's fine.
This from the guy that puts his poo in the sack. Just go.
So he goes on basically giving you information from the west, the other side of the rolling mountains. Again, telling you to keep in mind that they wintered in Terraluin, which is in the rolling mountains. So any information they have from the other side of the mountains is probably 6 months old. He mentions
I
the
found
barbarians to the north are still doing what they do, and they're fighting against the elemental wizard of the north who took over after Dawn Redblood.
Steve?
Steve, is that what you said?
Yeah, Steve. Elemental Wizard of the North. Steve?
No.
For sure, Steve.
Maybe.
Is this the guy that took over?
You know, Moggets, I don't know. This is third and fourth hand generate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, he's a good wizard if he got 4 hands.
right. It's
Moggy, he better than you. You only got 2 hands.
I only show 2 hands.
Oh.
the
You
rest.
don't want to show all your hands at once. It's kind of like poker.
You shouldn't poker. If you
I
know.
don't know her.
the rolling mountains are to the west of us, correct?
Correct.
They could be to the south of us, depending on how fast they're rolling.
Dumb.
So
Um,
are we close to Hagstown then?
To which town?
Hagstown?
Okay. Now let's compare apples to apples. Are you looking at the map on Google Docs?
I am.
Okay. Let me double check it. That way I'm looking at the same thing. I'll tell you. You are in the southern part of Northwood. You are
Gotcha.
north of the Great Desert and the Crag Wastes.
Ah,
Now, a lot of those towns you're seeing along the eastern line of the rolling mountains are long gone. They were small
Gotcha.
towns to begin with. 30 years with no care, looting, burning, and natural disasters. Most of them are like they were never there. A few of them
Yeah,
still have remnants.
they died.
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
So I'm going to look at the map also. real quick.
I was looking to the west of the mountains, not the east of the mountains.
Gotcha. You are east
The
of the
mountains are
mountains.
to our west. Great.
Correct. It's so I should stop looking now?
Yes, you're good.
Okay. It's yeah, there it is. I pulled it up anyway because I was pretty much there. Yeah, okay. And I'm curious, a place called Hag something.
Hagstown, it's on the edge of
I
the
see it.
Oracle Plain in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Slim Desert.
So yeah. Okay. We're good then. And pop that back down so I'm not pulling any more bandwidth than I need to be. So you guys, like I said, you give information, you get information. This is the normal thing that people do after they trade money. And information is often based on how good the deals are or how friendly the reception is afterwards. Besides Kavlon wanting to talk private with Tullaboo, is there anything else anybody needs to discuss with these guys?
Not me.
I'm gonna give him a bag.
I'm going outside to make sure that the men and van don't have a coughing problem.
A coughing problem?
Weren't they whooping?
Yeah, I see what you did there. I got you. Okay. It's very good.
I have medicine. Fix them.
And we'll close the night with the guy handing him a sack and
Bag.
and Vonnie going,
It's got horse poop in it.
Why don't you just carry that around?
were you carrying that all night or did you just go out and get it?
I went out and got it at some point.
Uh-huh.
No. Let's work under the assumption he's had it all.
I mean, I had to have gotten up to go to the bathroom at some point. You all can assume what you want, but yeah,
Oh,
as he's
we will.
leaving, just kind of, I pat him on the shoulder and surreptitiously hand him this bag, and then say, "Don't eat it."
Oh my god.
Big guy, you're a special needs Galax.
Yeah, you're a good friend too.
Yeah.
I like you, whoever you are.
So let's see here. The next
If he
morning.
didn't like you, he wouldn't have included the sack.
Now, here's something I need to know. With your guys' treasure finds, were you looking to buy a place of your own, or are you good just basically paying Moggets for his rooms?
I'm gonna pay Moggets for a room. Easier on the upkeep.
But we can't store our
No one
stuff there.
downstairs.
I would offer to
Fairly
let
good
him-
in.
I would
And I will
offer to let him
upgrade
sleep in the
accordingly.
bar.
Let me take over here. Hold on one moment. Moggets, first and foremost, are you willing to let them have your room for extended periods?
Oh yes, and I will upgrade accordingly. I will reinvest in the bar and upgrade. It's not like I can't expand it as.
Very good. Robert, what were you saying there? You'll offer to do what?
I would offer to let them sleep in the barn.
Of the farm you work at.
Yeah,
Which
That you
is
don't own.
an
I
hour
don't
or
own it.
two away.
yeah.
Okay, just check it.
If they don't want to pay Muggets,
Okay.
they can
With a donkey.
They can sleep in the barn. No, you sleep above the donkey.
Okay. Kavlon, I
You
heard
sleep
you
below
say...
the donkey,
okay,
you get
guys.
peed on. No good.
Kavlon, I heard you say you'll just pay for a room. Jaith.
Unless there's a small building available, I'll stay at Mogget's.
Lolly?
I will stay there, but I want to look for a place.
Okay. There
That's one
are
thing.
other places here. I mean, though this town is small and new-ish, there have been plenty of people that have abandoned buildings. You do have to...
She is a
pay.
bard, correct?
Yes.
Are you an actress? Are you able to? Is she actually able to earn a living by performing?
In this area, yes.
Okay.
In a
Friggin'
real town,
Well,
Put on a stage act, improv, whatever. If she's able to bring in people, friggin' that covers her tab of staying there.
oh, well, I can just. I have.
Right. We work out a trade.
Yeah, that works. I'll do my
bar.
limericks.
That's fine. You get people body, you get people in there drinking. I make money.
Uh-huh.
You can earn a keep. That's
Got it.
businessman.
Jaith, just so you know, for about 125 gold, you can get a small building that has about a 10-foot deep storefront, a 15-foot deep back room, and then an upstairs, this, width and depth of the whole building. You do have to pay Lefty. These are the taxes to take over an abandoned building.
Done.
Okay. And a Church of Jonathan is in town.
Church of Jonathan appears.
It's
Well, get started anyway.
sure. Yeah, I mean, there's
And
gonna
you're
be
all welcome to stay at the church.
there you go. And there is upkeep that's going to need to be done and some repairs. It's not a beautiful, perfect building. There's no drywall because it's not invented.
But it will be.
That's right. Jaith is going to invent
A
drywall.
fine stone edifice.
All right, I'll have my union guys move in and friggin' quote 'em bids and all that stuff.
Very good.
Why are you laughing at that?
So anyhow, so you guys are predominantly staying at the pub, except Jaith had decided to, recently poke left you to go, is there a building here so I don't have to stay in here, which is a common room, and I don't have a lock on the door, and blah, blah, blah. Of course, Moggets being reasonable will be, I'll put a lock on the door if you're paying extra so nobody else can use that room also. So basically, Moggets will flex to where you guys are paying, which means you can have a private fucking suite if you're paying them enough.
I need a private fucking suite because I'm paying.
Fine.
I need a lock to hide all the shit I steal.
That's right.
I'm happy to freaking make things work. I'm working on the assumption that whatever loot's going in, it's gonna friggin' cover little miscellaneous bullshit upgrades.
Right. Well, I mean, there's also, once you get enough, you could buy that building 2 doors down. The guy in between you, the blacksmith, isn't selling, but you might be able to set up an inn-type situation there, and you're looking at expanding and reasonable business,
Well,
man.
Friggin' I
I
tossed
would have
business.
set up my pot still back in the back room and have started by now a brew of some sort.
Which I buy from you, which sell to friggin' me. It all works out. All hands wash each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't pay his hand.
Say again.
No,
Rob?
no. My only problem with the Lord is he tried to shake me down.
No, you say he poop in his hand.
No. Yes. Not yes.
He didn't have a sack to store it, so.
Very good. So, Chris, with this still that you wanted to set up in the back room, now, first of all, you'll need a different room. The back room is where they prepare the food, etc., etc.
Sure.
Um,
Is there a cellar for storing all of the the kegs and things? I would
Yes.
imagine.
The pub space is taken up with pub stuff, but it is easy enough to have a shed built onto the back to house these things.
Great.
That's what I'm trying to get to. Is,
Um,
the pub isn't going to suddenly.
Place.
I'm sorry. Say again, Jaith?
So you come to pray days, and you can come down and have some brew and stuff right here at the church.
There you go. See, Jaith will offer room for your still.
You can make communion beer.
Well, if he's doing a still,
Well,
he's looking
canned
at more
beer.
than just making beer. He's looking at making harder spirits.
Indeed.
I'm
Yeah,
saying just for
my-
communion.
I don't have the. Actually, I do have brewer's supplies, so I could brew beer, but maybe I'll set up the brewer's kit down at the priest of the Church of Jaith and keep the hard alcohol pot still in the
Jonathan.
shed behind the inn.
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Your own church, yay!
That's what I assumed,
Just a trick
Wow.
of me.
D&D 5th edition sure does have power creep.
How's that, Robert?
Level 4 and he's already got his own church.
Indeed.
Reminds me of a previous campaign we played.
There was that. That took you a while, though. It was not level 4. It's
It wasn't far off.
It's so to have a still, that's going to cost a bit of a setup.
I would imagine some of it would have come from the. But yes, I will pay a large amount.
We're going to call it 50 gold for your starter distillery kit.
Great.
Okay? And as for how much that puts out, we could bicker about that off air and whatnot and figure that out and see if you're getting a bottle a day or a bottle a month or what is going on there.
Definitely not a bottle a day, but, you know.
By that, you know, if you're doing yes, Andrea?
Lolly, I just want to make sure that you're going to have your supplies locked up because our wonderful little big guy here is playing jokes with Pooh, and I don't want him to get into your brewing kit and add his special ingredients.
Oh no, the guy not mess.
We just make the door too small for him to go in.
It's perfectly Rocairn shape.
But
One arm up, one arm down, and the door swings in.
the guy not a stupid jerk.
And he wouldn't mess with the beer.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
You don't eat poo. You don't drink it either.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I mean, yeah, okay, his beer tastes like poo, but not because of me.
We'll have those special Rocairn spirits for religious quests. The strong stuff.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Takes a whole month to make one bottle of it.
Yeah, it's called Dryad Mead.
Or tea or pee or whatever it was.
That's right. He's got a mead called Dryad Tears. They're very sweet, but they'll knock you on your ass. Okay. So we pretty much got that set up then at this point in time. Is there anything else anybody else? Robert, you got your axe, you paid your money. Lolly, you're getting your pants the next day. They're just going to be, you know, I don't know.
The only other thing, I need to practice with one of my new spells. It is Disguise Self. But I would prefer to practice in town to see if anybody can figure it out. Mecca like a hi, mecca hiney ho, and I just kind of walk around town. However, it is literally just Moggets with the Groucho Marx glasses on. It works just like Disguise Self. It makes me look like somebody completely different, but kind of like the Clark Kent effect. It's Moggets with the Groucho Marx glasses on. Makes me look like somebody completely different.
Okay.
Except to you guys.
What is the game mechanic you're working with here? Is it the Disguise Self spell?
It's Disguise Self. Yeah, Disguise Self. So I want it for for regular people, except for you guys. I look like somebody completely different.
So
But to you guys, Groucho Marx glasses on Moggett. So I'm just playing around, testing it to make sure that everything works okay.
So you want a selective illusion.
Yep. Selective illusion. I'll make sure that everything's kind of working okay.
Okay, again, I have to ask another technical question here. Now, I know you can make certain modifications. I don't know about in 5th edition rules, but we were talking about it earlier, where you can make certain
This
things.
is GM call completely.
Thank-
This is one of those.
That's what I needed to know. So with this particular casting, you want them to be able to see through it, and everybody else you look different. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
Just my team
Here's what I'm going to do.
be able to see through it.
With this spell, they can do it because of the connection you guys now seem to share through the rod. You will never be able to use this spell to fool them, though. Okay? Okay.
But we know he's doing the spell because of the glasses.
Correct. And the cigar. And that walk. And the duck that falls from the ceiling with a little card with a word in its mouth.
I'm cool if a duck follows me around as well.
I have a familiar.
Hey, I am cool with that. It's just one of those flavor for the game. Mecca like a hi, mecca hiney ho. And he's just, and these guys just happen to see, why is he wearing those glasses?
It's chicken flavor.
Duck soup.
Well, you said you're adding flavor to the game.
Duck soup.
I remember that.
It's,
At least it's not chicken.
But I want to make sure the spell is working as I anticipate with the other people while the caravan's still kind of in town.
okay. Easy enough to test that or run that through the ringer there and see how that comes out and how it works. Some people who surprise you and see through it, most people don't. The people that don't know you don't really see through it. Surprisingly, some people that seem to know you best don't see through it, and other people just seem to cut right through it and recognize it. And once they point it out, of course, other people then catch on, and there's a ripple effect. As to be
Am I able to
expected.
kind of narrow down what's caused?
They're smarter than your average bear?
There you go.
You're like, who knew that guy would be able to pick this shit out? So, real quick, we're coming up on 10 o'clock. Anybody need a quick break?
Yes, I need to get some water.
Go get some water. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Very good. I'm going to check that. I know I heard a noise. Elizabeth, how are you? Thank you for popping in. It's good to see you. We're going to take a quick break here. I am also going to get some more water. Andrea, by the way, I put that food in a covered container so, Harry doesn't help himself to it.
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
Bye.
What? Did you say bye? Bye. It's I got to get something else to toast Elizabeth with there. Okay.
Elizabeth!
Elizabeth.
What? Until 11, right?
Yes. Yes, unless if everybody wants to call it now or something.
Just making sure.
That is a possibility.
But one, we don't know what Timmy, and two, he's not in the fucking well.
Oh my goodness. What's in the universal shipping container?
Universal shipping container?
Mm-hmm. On John's screen. Is it the universe?
Hmm.
Large framed mirror.
Oh, that turned out nice.
Picture shelves, it said TV screen. I think that's what can fit in there.
Oh, well, hang on. Because there's handwriting on it. We'll make it big. We'll make it big. Wow. That's... I made it big and I cannot read it. So there is a cutout of a person. I didn't notice that.
Just their
Back
head, you
there.
see.
Just the head and shoulders.
Yeah.
Knees and toes, knees and toes.
No, he doesn't have any of those. So we don't usually see that because he has his banner up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all faded out. Can't see anything.
Yeah, I can't read this handwriting. I can't get it clean enough.
Mhm.
See there? Nope. Nope.
Just took all those warm clothes out of the dryer, and now I just want to, lay down and roll in all of the clean, warm clothes.
If you do that, please turn your camera so we can see.
That's not it. How do I get this back to a group view now?
Click on it again.
Oh, click on.
The picture that you made big again.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Did it work?
Yeah, now I don't have. Yeah, it did. Okay, now everything's back to normal. Except Kavlon is black.
No.
Oh, no, now he's blue. Okay.
You're black and blue.
My camera on this computer is very yellow.
Yes, it is very yellow.
I did not want to futz with that during the stream, though.
Oh, almost everybody's back. Nice.
I see John. I think John's coming back.
What's that?
I don't think I'll be able to do it.
Do
What are you
it.
doing?
Do it. Do it. What you doing?
Are you trying to change his color because it's not working?
Yeah.
Oh, you
I
could change.
think the pillow is in the way of the sensor. Or the lamp. I'm not sure which one.
I don't even know where camera settings would be on this computer.
Yep, I can't change the color.
Oh. Oh, look at that light. The bat signal is very bright in here.
Oh, you fancy, huh?
I guess. Maybe I need to pull out more to cover more of the wall.
Yeah, looks alright.
Oh yeah, that looks good. I like it.
I just
Great
need to make
app.
sure
Atmospheric.
I have enough light here to see my paperwork and whatnot. That's all.
Okay, I don't know what the hell I just did, but I'm not yellow anymore.
You weren't
That
yellow.
is an accurate statement.
You're white. You're whiter.
That's really weird.
Your face is really weird.
Yeah.
Can you see? The audience cannot see, but you guys can see Otter over here reaching for me. Got his paw stretched out.
I don't know. I think it looked better yellow.
I've always appreciated you a bit, Jaundice. Okay.
I guess John is closing up this door.
You know what you're saying? Time for night night. You're not in bed and I'm not in bed.
I'm not.
No, our cat is crying. Yeah, the bedroom area. He just
Time to go to bed.
Emmy normally reads around 9:30, 10 o'clock time frame.
It's too bright. Too bright.
Cat is just going
Oh,
because she's not in there
Gotcha.
for no other reason.
it's bedtime. My goodness.
Cat's a little weird.
So not that I care because I actually have a lot of fun playing this game with you all. Do we have an audience?
Yeah.
How about
Yeah, there's 17,000 people.
Oh, cool.
give or take 5?
Give or take 5. Just because I noticed nobody's like talking to him, and I guess maybe we don't do that on the show.
Because you don't do what on the show?
Only briefly on the break. I know Elizabeth is there.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Yeah,
Are
Gary
we
was
even-
there, Dropson was there, Berkey Turkey was there. Usually when you get up is when I'm talking to them. And Chris and Andrea.
I thought you put on like a screen and we'll be right back. Like, let's all go to the lobby music.
No, I specifically leave that time open so we can interact with them when everybody else is stepping away. Chris and Andrea
Oh.
monitors it during the game, as I
Yeah.
ask anybody who can do both things at once thanks to their internet or computer being able to. Because
my
I don't
phone.
want to interrupt DMing, but you
Right.
guys as the players, you can take a break while it's not your turn to roll or whatever, and throw a quick
I'm with
reply
you.
up there and that kind of stuff.
I'm with you.
So, okay,
I've-
everybody
computer
back.
seems-
Everybody ready for the last hour?
Rolling.
Murray, good.
Give it a 20 seconds. I'm going red for.
Okay,
Okay, good now.
you didn't look red to me. You look very short.
I was just doing one of those.
You can't see where he's. Red rocket.
Oh, see, that makes much more sense now. Okay, so you guys, I'm looking at how I look on camera now for the, not you guys, but for everybody else. And
But yeah.
so there we go. Maybe that's better. Yeah, it's a little better. Okay.
See, that's what he looks like.
Oh.
And I'm making it so it shows the light behind me a little more, and I'm a little bleached out because of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you can turn the intensity down on that light a little bit.
I cannot.
It's just a desk lamp.
Yeah, it's on or off. It's LED, but it's on or off. I'm going to be bleached out till I get a filter I can put over it.
He's gonna break out till he gets a tan.
Next time I come down, and I can bring a little dimmer that like the lamp plugs into the dimmer, and then the dimmer plugs into the wall,
Okay,
and it's got a little switch on it that you can.
how long is the cord for the dimmer?
3 feet.
That should be enough. That should be enough. It's
Oh,
the plug isn't far, but yeah, if you're like, oh no, it's in line, well, that's not going to work.
No.
So okay, yeah, it's we could definitely take a look at that. I don't know how well dimmers work with LED lights, but maybe you do.
It depends.
Okay, we'll test it. Worst comes to worst, it doesn't change. Okay. So it's bright and early the next day. The cock has barely crowed. The town is just stirring. The bread is... Really? I say the
Think we
cock
just-
has just crowed and Andrea goes dark for a second.
oh no! My
Shit's
camera
business
was
to take care of.
It sounded like you said the cock is stirring.
Yeah, it is.
I said
You burn yourself that way.
I said the town was stirring and the cock has just barely crowed.
Hey, look, we're not here to judge, okay? We're here to comment.
I'm here to judge.
That's right, Andrea, cock judge.
Yeah, but that's like Tuesday nights when it's slow during her act.
You know.
That's only third or fourth down a resume from 2007 2014.
Okay, he was
20
talking
bucks
about
is 20 bucks.
he was talking about
That's right.
Lolly, but now that you mention it, it's,
Somebody just redeemed their cock.
That was me.
We need to
Oh,
capture some of these comments of yours and then play them randomly.
if you're watching on Twitch, you can actually pull up to a 60-second clip of the previous minute and a half, 2 minutes.
I can't do that on my phone because I'm listening to you guys, and I'd have to turn the sound up.
Correct. So if you guys have the ability to...
To you as the audience.
Right. Aaron, as for you, you'd have to have Twitch up and be able to run it while doing your other stuff. And then when you hear these comments, you just reach over and hit clip, cut it. It automatically stores it. I get to choose if I keep it or whatever. And I used to make highlight reels out of these things when I first started doing Talk of the Tavern on Twitch. There we go. Okay, so that other bell, the cowbell, is going off.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Friggin' grab the weapons. Friggin' out we
The
can go.
next morning,
Say
the
again?
cowbell's going off. The next morning, the cowbell's going off.
Correct. Dunk, dunk,
And
dunk,
the
dunk.
cowbell, the cowbell is the bad bell.
The cowbell, bad bell.
Hey, good bell.
The triangle is the odd bell. The regular bell is the good bell. The cowbell is the bad bell.
All right.
Must be
Not
a
just-
big cowbell for
Yeah.
everyone to hear.
It's not just it's time to let the cows out.
Mm-mm.
Kind of bell.
No.
All right.
Okay. Now, real quick, Jaith, what'd you say?
Nothing.
You said grab the weapons and...
Oh, that was Moggets.
Oh, that was Moggets. You guys all look alike.
But I will be gearing up and heading out.
Very
Yeah.
good. Lolly, your
He said,
response...
grab the women and hide the weapons.
Very good. Lolly, your response.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna grab a weapon and head on out. See
Oh,
what's what.
that's better than grab a woman and head on out, I guess.
Or
Already
the
have
other
one of
thing
those.
that was crowing earlier.
That's right.
Got a weapon, gonna get a cat.
There we go. And, Bagai.
I figured we partied kind of late last night, right?
Correct.
Because it's the festival or whatever's in town. So I would have just slept in the wagon outside,
Okay.
and I'll get up, and I'll shoulder my new axe, and see if this thing works.
Very good.
Mm.
It's,
Yeah. I have one really important question though before we move on.
Yes.
Mhm.
John, what is in the box behind you?
An 85-inch flat screen monitor.
See, it was the TV. All right.
It is.
Okay.
We could read the printed writing on it, but we couldn't read the handwritten stuff on it.
Kavlon.
I will still drunkenly grab my staff and use it to lean on heavily as I
Oh,
wander towards the bell to see what's going on.
Considering you've had 6 or 7 hours sleep, you're feeling woefully sober.
God damn it. I will open my A flask, take
will
a big
do that.
drink, and then go.
And Moggets.
I grabbed my weapon and went outside.
Very good.
He went first.
Yeah, I was just going all the way around, making sure I got everybody, since everybody was kind of throwing things at the same time. It's okay. Now the town is in various states of awareness. Vin and Van are waking up on the front porch, and they can barely speak, so they're barking orders at people. Hey, get over, go, God damn it! They seem to say. Not in unison. They're out of sync today. A lot of the people are battening down hatches because that's what they do when this thing happens. There's very few people that actually come out to protect the town as a whole. Lefty's out there. He's got his weapon strapped on. He looks like he hasn't been asleep yet, which isn't to say he looks tired. He just looks like he's been awake for a while. Lefty keeps... Yes, Robert?
Who's ringing the bell?
Probably one of the town watch guys.
Oh, okay. We have a town watch. I didn't know.
Yeah, there's sentries posted in 6 different points around the town, and they're probably
Oh,
slightly out of town. There's one tree stand, there's one thing on top of a building. Just
gotcha.
so they can see
Yeah.
out.
We got
Some
big hay bales and
from
things and
yesterday.
halflings that freaking light them on fire. Oh no,
It's
It's your 3 groupie kids, and they're stacked on top of him in the bell.
as
Big guy, come
as
out!
opposed to Jace's 3 groupie kids that are now terrified of him.
Oh, just a little.
they should be just a little terrified.
John, you know what I realized after that encounter with how that kid treated you? I'm like, fuck, John probably deals with kids with that kind of attitude all day long. No wonder he reacted a little like, shut the fuck up. Yeah.
You gotta be just a little firm.
Is there more to that sentence, or?
Like
Moving
Jello
on.
and pudding.
Moving on.
Yeah. Anyhow,
So which direction is the bell ring coming from?
from the
360.
southwest, which, by the way, the notification guys, it's not their job to fight. because there are times there are young teens out there who are on watch, elderly people. It's their job to warn, not necessarily to get to arms. And once that thing
Right.
gets within a certain range, it's their job to shut the hell up and stay out of sight.
Mm.
I'll yell for the wagons to get in between the buildings.
They're already set pretty much. They weren't in the middle of the road still. They had been, pushed off and moved to different areas.
Okay.
Out of the way so traffic can get through. Now, those guards are definitely up in arms. They're up and awake and ready and good to go. So you got at least 20 armed men waiting for whatever is coming. Mind you, they're a bit confused, because every town has its own system. There's not a set thing, so you can hear the information being passed on to them. No, that's the warning bell. That's the danger bell. That's the cowbell. They're like, fuck, you need more. You guys,
Yeah, we need a church bell.
that's right.
You could pay the blacksmith to make you a giant bell.
Good idea.
That's right.
You could just go to Old Dunstan and take their bell and bring it back here.
All right. I'll be back in a couple weeks.
Come on.
Very good.
You don't need me anyway.
You see large forms coming out of the sparse woods to the southwest. Now, the mountains are an hour or two travel from you. You're not in the foothills. The foothills are an hour or two from you. So to get to mountains proper, you're looking at a full day or two travel. I mean, they're very prominent in the western horizon, but you're not right up on them. But keep in mind, 20 miles is a full day's travel, as opposed to an hour's travel like nowadays, or less. 20 minutes travel. So, yeah, coming out of the tree line in the distance, you see large, lumbering creatures. I will accept a survival roll, or, I don't know, what other stuff do you guys think you should recognize 12-foot-tall lumbering humanoids?
Monsters manual.
Nature?
Oh, did you say monster manual there, Robert? Your
Yes.
character does not have a monster manual. But if he did, there's
Sure
lots
he
of
does. It's
He
like
probably has a
the squirrel
Pokédex.
I saw that one time. The
Right.
weird three-legged dog.
He's flipping through his own art book.
Yeah,
Okay.
the zombie dryad warlord with poop on his hands. I mean, that's what's all right. Survival, huh?
I got a 6.
So this die rolled a 1 last time. I'm sure it will not roll a 1 again. That doesn't work that way.
I got a 15.
Boom.
17.
1 second.
20.
Natural?
No.
Oh.
17 plus 3.
Dirty 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
And hold on, Aaron has wandered off.
Yep, seem to have misplaced my d20s.
Of all things.
Yeah, it's not like you use it a lot in this game. So
I don't know where they went. I got to. Friggin'. Probably not great. I rolled a 6. But. Yeah, like a 7.
Okay. Moggets, Lolly. You're not sure what this is, besides a large 12-foot humanoid. Bagai, these are a distant cousin of your people.
Grandpa.
No, a distant cousin of your people. Not a direct
Jimmy.
relative of you.
West Virginia Galixes.
Right.
Grandpa.
They could
Giant.
be a little bigger, a little smellier. Jaith, you've dealt with them before, and Kavlon, you had access to many monks' minds, mouths, and time. Sounds a bit wrong, but yeah, hill giants, guys. These are giants that live in the hills. Thus, they are creatively dubbed hill giants.
Are they?
And you say there are
normally-
2 of them coming at us.
There are dozens.
A dozen of them?
Dozens, plural, coming out of the tree
Oh,
line.
why did you ask?
Dozens of giants. Are they normally evil, angry, kill things giants?
They tend to enslave other races or crush them and eat them.
Are they carrying tree branches like they're going things down at the moment?
Everybody give me a, what's that thing where you know somebody's motive?
Intuition.
Insight?
Insight.
Insight.
Ooh, that's not good.
What the hell?
A 2 and a 2.
Hey, that's nice too. It's an unnatural 20.
Jaith, you said a 2
13.
and a 2?
22.
22, okay. Kavlon, you said
11.
Moggets,
13.
Lolly.
6.
Lolly does not care what they're gonna do.
You're here to give us a huggy.
It's
They're here
Lolly,
for the show.
Lolly is still going, which way did the bell come from, guys? Just fucking tell me that. Moggets, on the other hand, you can tell by that body language, you're a student of people, as well as Jaith. They're running from something.
Oh.
This is not an organized war party. This is a scattered something of depending whether or not you recognize what they were. Yeah, they're running.
So that's worse because something's chasing them.
Somebody's chasing them.
All right. Dude, if something's chasing them, look for whatever's chasing them.
Well, they're headed towards the town.
Yeah, we gotta steer them away.
Relay this information to the guys and go, something's chasing them. Come on, let's go meet them. Friggin' and hear them around the town and then stop whatever it is.
Very good. Anybody else got anything they're doing?
Yeah, I would be running out
Okay.
as well because I rolled a 20, so I figured
Okay.
I've got that. I don't see where languages are on this.
Kavlon?
I guess I don't speak
You
any.
pick those when you start.
Kavlon?
Oh, I do.
I have giant.
I do too.
Okay. Well, let's get
I'm
some
just
action
gonna
here.
follow everybody because I don't know what's
Yep,
going
pretty
on.
much.
Okay. Jaith.
It's too early.
I'm looking beyond the giants. Actually, I'm going to head towards them
Okay.
and try to find out what the heck's chasing them. And in
Vonnie.
giant, I'm going to tell them, turn around, cowards, and fight whatever it is.
Now, they are half-mile away.
Okay,
Yeah.
no,
they're-
I'll head that way.
It'd be the crappiest system ever if they're within discussion range by the time you get a cowbell going.
Alright.
It's Vonnie is yelling, "How about we use flaming arrows to turn them instead of rushing into them willy-nilly?"
Sure, you got something.
If we shoot them, they're gonna squish us.
There's something chasing them.
They're not gonna squish me.
Your town, go and
Turn them to
engage
the
them.
left. Just keep turning them to the left.
It's so you guys are rushing forward.
I'm not. I'm just gonna.
Half a mile. We've got half a mile.
Yes.
2,500, half a mile.
So we
Are
got
there any
like,
landmarks between us and that? Like houses or anything?
No,
Or is it pretty open?
it's pretty
Can I
open.
call to the trees to steer them away?
1 second, Andrea. Let me go ahead and finish describing what he's asking and then jump in with that, okay? The land has pretty much been cleared. Any large trees have been chopped down. There are smaller trees here and there by smaller, I mean, 20 feet tall or whatever, but probably no thicker than a man's leg. A lot of the clumps of trees, if there's clumps of trees, it's like 2 trees with shrubbery around it that just has grown up recently. Keep in mind, we're in the second month of spring, so things are starting to blossom and whatnot. So not a lot of ground cover, definitely some viewing distance. Andrea, what were you asking?
Can we communicate with the trees to kind of steer them in a different direction? Because isn't that the forest we came out of?
No, that forest is to the north.
Then never mind.
Anybody else, any questions, comments?
Yeah. So half a mile, even them running at full tilt, we've got at
2
least
minutes.
2 minutes.
Yes.
Probably 3. Somebody mentioned flaming arrows.
Yes.
I want to try a flaming hay bale.
Like just lighting a signal fire so they know which way to go.
Well, light a hay bale and toss it out, and then hit another one and toss it out, so that I'm not shooting at them or attacking them, or encouraging anybody else to attack them. But like,
Steering them away?
yeah, if there's a wall of fire, maybe they're not going to run through it; they're going to run around it.
How about instead of wasting their hay, just grab some of your bags of horse poo, we could set it on fire and flame it. That'll deter them. Do we have any?
Probably not enough.
Because I'm just thinking the hay bales would come apart as they're flying through the air.
Yeah.
And we need to feed the horses.
Okay, set a horse on fire. We're gonna chuck it.
The horse votes against it. You can hear him now.
Right. No.
Nay.
Nay.
No.
No, sir. Didn't like it at all.
I don't have any
Yeah, well,
arrows.
we can get more hay. However, can you lift a hay bale?
Can I lift a hay bale?
I'm asking. Hay bales aren't light.
Yes. I could lift a wagon if I needed to.
Okay.
You'll be our thrower.
Okay. It's one of those, again, 2,500 feet.
No,
That's
I'm
how
not
far
gonna.
away they are.
I'm not gonna throw it half a mile.
No. He might get 50, 60 feet tops.
Right.
Tops.
I don't want to hit a hill giant
I know that, but
that's.
again, a hay bale on fire, 50 feet, is still not that far into 2,500.
No, I know.
They're not gonna see it until
Right. The idea is not.
them, and only because they're that big.
The
They
idea
don't
is not.
at all.
Yeah. The idea is not to tour them
Right,
with it.
Maybe we do that with flaming arrows, and they don't try and hit the giants. They try and put it in front of the
Move
giants.
them, yeah.
Okay,
So
that works. I mean, I was trying to make a wall of fire, so that
Okay.
We're right.
So
we're
that eventually
overcomplicating this.
yeah.
Overcomplicating. Shoot arrows.
I was gonna
Get
say,
on top of the building so I
the
can.
arrows.
I'm sorry,
See.
1 second, John. Andrea, first, go.
Throw the bale of hay out there and then shoot the arrows to set them on fire instead of throwing flaming bales.
Okay, 1 second. Jaith, John.
Get on top of my building so I can see what's chasing them.
You'll need to move a little further out. Your building is more in the center of the town than the outside ring. So you can
Alright.
get on top of a building. It just will not be your building in particular.
That's fine.
So absolutely. And by the way, these things are not doing a all-out run directly towards the town. They are coming in the direction of the town at more than a walk, less than a run. Maybe a jog, I guess would be a good word.
Are they gonna make their way through the town if they come in?
It's a good possibility. It's though then again, if they find a town, it will be hard to determine, or maybe not so hard to determine, what would they do if they found, oh, here's a source of free labor and food. Do we quit running now, or do we keep running? So,
Hey,
okay.
Vonnie, I think your idea of flaming arrows to deter them is a good plan. You should
For the
have your guys do flaming arrows.
And again, this is one of those, we draw attention to ourselves, or do we hide ourselves?
They're gonna see the town no matter what.
Right. Okay, well,
They've
Yeah.
probably already seen all of the movement and heard the bell.
Right.
Calico.
They know there are people here. It's not like they're running towards an abandoned town.
Okay. So let's go get some final actions here. Jaith is climbing a building to get a better vantage point. Lolly, what are you doing?
Nothing. I have no arrows.
Okay, so
There's
kind
not
of
much
hanging
I can
out,
do.
chilling, telling knock-knock jokes.
Waking up and having a drink,
Excellent.
watching the promotion.
But Guy, are you going with the flaming arrow plan, the throw hay and light it on fire plan? What are you doing?
I'm guessing that I picked up a bale of hay and said, "Okay, light this on fire," and I throw it. And then Moggets said, "No, shoot the arrows. Don't waste the hay." Because I mean,
So you
someone
just threw a hay bale out there.
somebody would have to tell me to stop what I'm doing.
I haven't said that. Throw the hay bale, keep it in front of the town, keep them veering. All we want to do is get veered around the town.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna run out towards him.
Oh my god, somebody stop in.
Stop!
We have flaming arrows, says Vonnie. Hold that.
Flaming arrows.
Hold that thought.
Guys, I'm
Guys,
playing.
I need people to declare their actions. Then we go back to the banter. Kavlon.
I will assist in the lighting of flaming arrows and
Okay.
getting all of that ready.
Okay, setting up the flaming arrow system. Moggets.
Tell the guy, throw the hay bales, light them on fire. Set them up in front of the town. Throw hay bales, light them on fire.
So Moggets is redirecting you to throw hay bales in a pattern, not in a pile, and then light them on fire wouldn't necessarily be his job, Moggets, when you have flaming arrows, would it?
I'm telling him, throw the hay bales, come back here. I'm just telling him, put this hay bale here, put this hay bale here, and then I tell the guys, light those on fire.
He's showing you where to throw hay bales.
All right,
There.
I will chuck some hay bales.
There we go. Okay, so we have essentially 20, 30 rounds worth of shit to do. I'm not making us roll through this. The hay bales are in a staggered position here and there, except for that one that really just kind of went off to the left and hit the building that Jaith has now settled on top of. I assume there's a one in there somewhere. With the 30 or 40 guys from the caravan, most which have bows, they have gone to setting them on fire. Jaith, with your vantage point, is there anything else you want to do in preparation while you're up there?
No, I can't do anything up here other than look.
Well, you're keeping a lookout. And
Yep.
as far as I know, not only monitoring the giants, but what the fuck are they running from?
Yep. That's what I'm looking for. What's chasing that?
Okay. Kavlon, you're staking arrows in front of the guys, putting down buckets with oil in it. The oil is, in the buckets, it's only like an inch or two of oil. That's all they really need to. Tying claws on the tips of the arrows, making sure it's nice and tight so it doesn't slide down to the feathers and burn them down before it hits. They never do that in the movies. I don't know what they... Anyhow. Moggets, you're taking charge and directing things. Lefty will follow your lead and hit the other end of the line of men to basically make sure both sides are getting the same treatment. Lolly, is it coffee or booze?
Oh, it's alcohol. I'm real Karen. Coffee, alcohol.
Irish.
Coffee.
It's
Yeah,
Kahlua.
I'm not Irish, but whatever.
No, you're Rocairn.
Fine. A nice Rocairn coffee in the morning.
There you go.
I believe the Rocaine word for coffee is Irish.
Irish, I had a coffee. So, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a group roll. So you're trying to direct them out. We're going to do an intimidation roll. Now, considering their size and everything, we're going to set the difficulty for 15.
Hey, you're a bard, Lolly.
I know.
Hey, Lolly,
Mhm.
remember the knock-knock jokes? Oh, we're all
you
trying
can
to.
inspire someone.
We're trying to subtly hint for you to inspire people.
Yeah, I know. I don't remember the knock knock jokes, but I was gonna do some stuff, but I don't know what I'm gonna read. Yeah, knock knock. Guess who's there? We win. Everybody gets bardic inspiration.
I think okay.
Might not work quite that way.
Oh shit!
No,
I believe she's going through each of the 20 rounds and giving it to each of us,
She only
burning
gets
up her
4.
allotment.
I only get 4, and there's 4 of them.
There you go.
I have a +5 to my intimidation, so
Me
I don't know
too.
that I need it.
Add
Yeah,
it
but
in.
they give you a D6.
Here's the bottom line. To do the group roll, basically everybody, like over half, has to make it. So now Bardic Inspiration does what? Advantage?
No.
Gives
you
you
get
an
to
extra
roll
D6.
D6.
Okay, so everybody roll your d6 to add on to it.
You can wait till after, in case
Yeah,
somebody
you
gets a natural 20.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you get to choose if you want to use it, and I got 20. Not
I'm gonna
natural
use
20, but I got a
mine.
20.
Ooh, that helps.
Robert, I see what you were saying. You were talking about like the take 10 rule. Do they still have that in 5th edition?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. There's
what-
past.
Sorry, I was doing math.
What, Chris?
What did you ask? I was doing math. I missed what you had asked.
In 3.5, they had a take 10 rule, which basically you could take 10, and if the difficulty of the roll was a 10 or lower, you would automatically succeed, or you could take 20. But you took that many rounds to do this
Gotcha.
thing.
I don't believe they have anything like that in 5th edition.
I don't think so either. Okay. So, everybody got rolls? They know what they're doing?
Yeah.
Let's start with Aaron.
Roll a 5.
You rolled a 5.
Yeah, I rolled a 5. Well, that's still a 10.
Well done.
And then you're roll a D6.
Is that the...
Well, now, are we doing it as a group roll?
No.
When you say group roll,
The
are we
way
taking the
group-
highest of the group, or
No.
are we friggin'
Stop.
averaging?
The way the group rolls work now, everybody rolls individually. At least half of you have to succeed, and then it works.
Ah, okay.
So is that including your inspiration and everything?
No, it is. No, it is not. 16.
Oh, there you go. You succeeded. Kavlon.
I got an 11, and then with my bardic inspiration and my modifier comes to 17.
Very good. Robert.
18.
Wonderful. Lolly.
20.
Jaith.
I'm not really out there intimidating anything. Should I roll for that though too?
I don't know. I guess if we look at it, you
I'm
weren't
out there doing a
necessarily...
perception.
Were you assisting in the efforts to direct things, to
Sure.
et cetera, et
Since I'm
cetera?
up
Then yes.
18.
Very good. If I'm not mistaken, that's 5 of you who succeeded.
Correct.
That's correct. Okay. So the way this goes down is everybody starts. He's lobbed the hay bales. As they get closer, there is a ruckus that is starting to be made. Men are shouting. They're banging things. The bells are going off. Big cacophony of noise. And then the flaming arrows and the hay bales go up. Now, through the smoke, Jaith can see many of the hill giants. What few didn't notice the town now notice the town, and there seems to be some discussion, not as a group, just 2 to 3 individuals together, Some are veering away, others are coming closer. But all in all, they tend to veer away. Except for one.
There's always one.
There's always one. He's coming closer. He's cautious, he's curious, and he looks slightly drunk.
I'm gonna yell at him to go away in giant.
And he stops and he answers, "Who you?"
My name is Bagai.
I don't know you.
No, but this is my town. Go away. Go back to your brothers and sisters.
You give me a sheep's. This many. And he holds up some fingers.
I give you one more chance. Go away.
You give me more sheep.
I throw an axe at his forehead.
Oh, okay. Now, you will have to move out past the flaming bales to do that. Are you okay with that?
Oh, okay. He's not that close within range.
No, he's shouting distance. He's not idle chit-chat distance.
If I yelled, would he be able to hear me?
Yes.
What's chasing your people?
And you speak Hill Giant, if I'm not mistaken, correct? Or
I speak giant, yes.
He says, the stone monsters.
Can I make a wisdom roll? Describe what a stone monster is.
That might be better. There's not enough information to make a wisdom thing at this point in time. He says, who you?
I am Jaith, priest of Jonath.
Oh. Why?
Do you want our help or not?
How you
It's
help?
obviously chasing you
You give sheep?
by stopping whatever's chasing you.
We kill stone monster.
Really? How?
We have a god.
I'm going to not attempt to hit him with it, but I'll say with the gift of Jonathan, I'll shoot a sacred flame past it.
What's your range on that? Basically, he's out of long range.
Oh,
Which,
well,
if you guys want to move forward, he'll absolutely be within long range.
it's 60 feet.
No,
So-
he's beyond that. He's outside of the hay bales. The hay bales, as I said, were 50, 60 feet away once Robert threw them. And you guys are, even a little further back from that. So, yeah, you could definitely move within range if you wanted to.
Is
I'll
there
shout
anything
back to
still-
him.
Okay, good.
Go ahead,
We
Victor.
have lots of magic.
What?
Muggers, do magic.
Magic missile, magic missile.
Not don't hit giant. He's stupid. Just do magic. Show him we got this.
And while you guys are discussing, he's shouting back, "What kind?"
Yeah, we don't understand anything you said, so you've been yelling at him, and then you say, do magic!
Yeah.
So you see what Aaron's doing there?
Yeah. He no, not that kind of magic. Holy crap! What's wrong with your thumb?
Pull a coin out of my ear, freaking pull my hat off, pull an illusionary rabbit out.
Okay.
You broke them.
I got nothing.
He said do magic.
No, do a big spell. Big flashy spell. Show giants We have magic to kill rock lobster.
There is rock lobster?
Yeah, there's rock lobster chase the giants. Something gets lost in translation.
Us.
Pretty much.
Now can I do like a nature check to see if I've ever read anything about giant rock lobsters living in the mountains?
Sure.
Oh no.
You've never
That's
heard.
a 1.
You have.
Well,
You've absolutely heard of giant rock
No,
lobsters.
Yeah.
there are giant rock lobsters. You're very familiar with them. You've heard tales, but they're not native to mountains. They are known to be in the deep oceans. And when the cataclysm hit and the elements, the ley line wizards, basically their magic went awry. And when the earth ley lines blended with the water, it infected the creatures. And now you have rock lobsters, and they are about 12 foot long, and they're known to climb into trash cans and carry knives. So,
Grand.
big magic, scare giant. Moggets, that was the last request of you?
Yeah, I showed him the big magic. I mean,
Can you make a giant illusionary thing?
Now the guards,
I'll have to stretch first, but yeah, I mean, I can.
the caravan guards are now making requests. 12-foot rabbit like the one in your hat. Giant fireball. Make fireworks. Do you got a quarter?
just
Stuff
make
like
a
that.
sheep.
Yeah, big
You want
sheep.
the
Make
sheep
big
and
sheep.
Send it out. Bastard.
Say that again, John.
No, that's why I said make a big sheep and send it past it.
Yeah, make
That's
a
what
big
he
sheep.
wants.
Jonathan is smart.
Now,
Big
Aaron,
sheep,
something like pyrotechnics might work.
Oh yeah, no, I'm actually putting on like a stage show at this point.
Okay.
And our monk's broken with the rock lobster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Like a kids
Rock
magician
lobsters
show.
aren't that big. Like, why is he running from rock
Okay.
lobster?
They are useless. I'm gonna. Do we have sheep in this village?
No.
No.
Have we got a cow?
Yes.
We
Like-
have a bell.
Like an unclaimed cow?
No. There are no
No.
random unattached cows hanging around. I mean, there's Lolly, but you don't call her that.
Right.
That's what
Aaron?
What about chickens running around the town?
Yes.
Well, there's a cock making noise.
Yeah,
But they all belong to somebody.
that's okay. I can replace chickens.
Hold on 1 second before you do that action. Aaron, you said you were doing a stage show. You were working up to, are you doing anything else? 'Cause
Oh
you're-
yeah, no. As I'm doing the stage show, friggin', I'm gonna do the prestidigitation, and I'm gonna friggin' create an illusion of a balloon, and then friggin' make friggin' animals, and then I'll do the illusions to friggin' make the animals turn into real animals and stuff,
Okay, Aaron.
and then friggin'
Moggets is losing his audience. Well, except for those three guys. They fucking love it. But this giant being, 100 feet away with a wall of gray smoke from flaming hail bales in the morning dew, you're not holding his attention.
yeah.
You're
I
gonna
don't
need
really care
something
about him.
He's
a
doing
little
it for
less
him.
20 feet away, a little more 120 feet away.
Yeah. Hey, he's drunk. He doesn't care anyway, and
Okay. Okay.
yeah, if he comes closer, I'll deal with the problem in front of me, vice the problem away from me.
There you go. Let's do this real quick, guys. Initiative.
Natural 20,
Ooh.
Well, aren't you special?
which doesn't do a damn thing in the initiative, so
No.
22.
Jaith.
20.
Lolly.
24.
Really?
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah, I rolled a 20 and then had 4 plus 4.
Nice.
I don't want to go first.
You can always
Just
hold your action. And also,
Really scar.
oh, you can't do Bardic Inspiration until a long thing now.
Yeah.
Okay, Kavlon.
17.
Okay. Well, it looks like I asked in the correct order because Moggitz is going last. What is that? Okay, we got-
Some people may still have Bardic Inspiration. I had to use mine, and I think Kavlon
Okay.
had to use his.
If you did not use yours, guys, please remember that because it might roll over into the next game. Okay,
I used mine.
so the balloon animals are not working. Lolly the giant is starting to creep forward, interested in, well, not the magic. Would you like to do anything at this point?
Yes, I want to use my precipitation vegetation thingy.
Uh-huh.
And that just happens, right? I don't have to roll for that. Or
Correct.
do I have to?
Vegetation?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to make
Precip-
wind.
Okay.
I want to make wind. Have the smoke go in his face to kind of deter him from getting closer.
Good plan.
That's clever.
Now, this is clever. This is a great idea. But it's 120 feet away. So you blow wind in that direction. We're going
Thought
to go with that.
general direction.
Huh?
That's what.
Yeah, but you,
I thought in your general direction.
I thought he said blow and erection. But
Well, he was blowing long. Never mind. Tubes.
guy.
I'm going to run out to join the giant.
And then help him attack the town.
Traitor?
No, I'm as I go out there, I'm gonna say, "Don't be coward. Me and you, brothers, we fight rock monster."
Oh.
And I pull out my brand new fancy battle axe.
Doesn't have any stickers from where you visited yet.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Late.
So, the guy charges forward as he starts to talk to him. Jaith?
I will get down to the ground level and start heading towards the giant.
At a running speed or just a steady pace?
Well, I figure it'd take me just this round just to get down.
It will. It will.
He's gonna skip.
I just want to know if you look like you're walking out there or if you're aggressively running.
Oh, I'm running towards it.
Okay. Kavlon?
I will yell to Jaith and ask him what the giant said and what is going on because I don't speak giant.
What does the giant say?
What does a giant say?
A lot like the fox says.
Well, yes, it does sound very much like that.
It says there's a giant rock monster chasing, and it wants a sheep.
Considering that
So we're going out there? Okay.
I'm going to tell it that it can't be here. There's only one now. I was worried when there's 40 of them.
And Beguile will shout back, "It's okay, we got this."
Okay.
and Moggitz?
Take my bow. Hey, 2 shows on friggin' Friday. Friggin' tip your servers.
Very good. It's
Time to drink.
as Bagai is heading for the other giant, shouting to not be a coward, we will fight the rock monsters. And the other giant, who is not Bagai, says, "It killed Many people. They all do. And that's when he turns and points. And the wind parts the gray wall of smoke. Damn it. Anyhow.
Smoky smoke.
And you see, there's got to be a couple dozen chickens running towards you. And
Sweet.
a half
Like-
dozen large reptiles behind them. And then you can hear a huge snorting and stamping in the thin trees. But in the morning light, you can't tell what that noise is. Everybody, you can give me a recognized fucking monster roll.
It's a chicken.
It's robot chicken.
Robot chicken. Recognized freaking monster roll.
So,
Give me a wisdom roll, unless you have something
Wisdom.
else that would apply to recognizing a odd creature.
I like wisdom.
Like Arcana, maybe?
I'll allow Arcana. Yeah, when I say things like this, if you have something you're like, oh no, this might work, let me throw that at him and see if he says yes or no. So you get a bonus for proficiency, etc. I'm kind of
All right.
opening the floor instead of.
Not survival in this case, though.
Survival would apply. I'll go with that one.
Okay.
16.
anything really that I would add to it is going to be a +3 anyway. So, 16.
Oh, we do still have animal handling in
Chase,
this.
what'd you get?
24.
Okay, Lolly,
11.
the guy.
19.
16 for you, Kavlon, is that what you said?
Yes.
And Moggets.
16.
Moggets was, wow, if he blocks his computer, he's in very romantic lighting. It's true.
It's the light on the camera
Mm-hmm.
that shines out.
Gotcha. Well, Lolly, you did not make your roll. I think everybody else got 16 or better, though, didn't you? If I remember correctly?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to give it to you guys. Myth and legend comes back to you as you see these long-necked, scraggly-ass chickens running towards you, followed by these 8-foot-long, 6-legged reptiles. These are basilisks and cockatrices.
Shit!
They turn things to stone,
Yep.
to rock. They're rock
Breath.
monsters.
Correct?
What's that?
Hey, are we aware whether it's a breath weapon or a gaze attack?
No.
Nope. Nobody knows. Nobody survives them.
Well, basically what I'm telling you here is this is what you're facing. Things that turn things to stone. I'm not handing you a monster manual and saying go
No,
look
no, no.
this shit up.
Hey, right. I'm just asking if this.
Leave
might
something
be
for
aware of.
discovery for the characters.
Yeah.
Now, it's 4 minutes till. We're going to stop here as you're being stampeded by basilisks and cockatrices and something else in the tree line behind them.
Before we go, does it look like that the basilisks and the cockatrices are running from the thing behind, or are they just chasing the giants?
Yeah. Is this the thing, or is there something bigger behind it?
Maybe we should use the rod to get our large tree friend.
Right.
We will address
Well, we've
all...
got a big line of guys with, like,
Yeah.
arrows. Flaming arrows, in fact, so...
Well, this is a predicament.
Yeah.
A winky dink.
Next time on Stealing for Survival. Will they defeat the
Survival.
cockatrice?
We'll find out.
That's what was crowing in the morning. Great.
That's no cock. But Robert, actually, before we stop here, what I'd really like from you is either a leadership or a charisma roll, please.
Yeah. I can do that. Well, I mean, Is it like persuasion? That's the skill.
That'll work.
Okay.
And that's the countered roll, right? Where he rolls against you, an opposed roll, right?
I believe so. I could also do intimidation here.
No, you didn't go at him intimidating. You said, "Don't be a coward. Come fight with me, my brother."
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably trying to persuade him.
Persuade him.
Well, that's on the floor. Who knows what that was? That's a 16.
Okay, one second here. Give me a second. I'm going to make sure it's an opposed roll since we got 2 minutes left before we call it for the night. We'll see if you get a giant on your side or if he's going to be like, no.
Nopey, nope, nope, nope.
We need a giant.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't actually say, damn it.
So just make it an opposed roll. You have that power.
I know I do.
Well, it usually changes their attitude towards you. Is
Yeah.
How it
Yeah.
works.
But, yeah, it doesn't say.
Well. But you got a 16, right?
Yeah, I got a 16.
Okay. He looks at you. He looks at the creatures coming behind you and he says, "But I get sheep afterwards."
You get all the chickens you can eat.
Not those chickens. And we're going to stop it there. So that'll be it for tonight.
You should offer him all the sheep he wants. We don't have any.
Well, not all the sheep you want, because
All the
We
sheep
don't
you
any
have.
sheep.
all the sheep, we'll give him all of our sheep.
You get all
Yeah.
the sheep.
All the sheep we have.
Might not make him happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deal with the problem in front of us.
Yes.
And deal with the problem in front of us.
It looks like Aaron and Chris are leveling.
Yay!
Level 12.
No, you don't get to pick your level.
I don't understand.
Yeah, that's not unexpected.
So I think I'm gonna choose a feat instead of
Good idea.
increasing ability scores with this level.
Okay. Do you guys want to stay on, discuss anything, or shall we say goodnight to everybody?
Night, Gary.
Good night,
Good night,
Gary.
Gary.
Night, Gary, and Elizabeth, and
Good
who
night,
else
Elizabeth.
in theory is still on. And I think that's, hey, Des stopped in. Des, how are you? How you been, man? Okay, we're done, though. Have a good night. Join us next Thursday. Catch everybody later.